Hi. How's everybody doing? What's going on? Tell me things. Hi. My name is MonkeyDKS, and we're starting a new campaign tonight. I mean, we're sort of restarting a campaign. So this was normally Far Reaches on Friday nights, but it is now Aurelia Divided. We have all the same players. We're missing a couple tonight. Some of them I think are coming back. Some of them we haven't heard from yet. But it's gonna be fun. A bunch of us have either completely changed characters, as you can see from the picture below here, if you're familiar with the people who are already in the campaign, and some of us have just changed backgrounds or classes or races or everything. Who knows? T-Mail, I'm sorry you have COVID. I hadn't heard that yet. You're not having a great year. You're not having a great 12 months. Yeah, so it's going to be a ton of fun. We have 7 players tonight, I think, and Mumbles. So it's going to be a ton of fun. Hopefully you guys will come along and enjoy the journey with us. Let's go say hello to everybody else already in chat. Hello,
what
everybody
everyone
else.
do today? Hello, Monkey again.
I worked from home.
I wish I could work from home, but sadly that would not be possible.
I ate a potato fajita. It was delicious.
I had some pasta and some chicken.
Nice.
I had some
coffee.
I had some virtual tabletops. Oh no, never mind. No, I didn't have that.
Yeah, we're still waiting for that.
God.
We're pretty hungry for some virtual tabletops. Well, I can't eat it, unfortunately, because I'm on mobile.
No, you're not Warforged anymore. You can eat it now.
No. I mean, I don't have the capability.
Okay.
I don't have the capability to log into virtual tabletops. So therefore, I can't eat it. What part of that do you not understand?
All of it. I'm very confused.
Okay, well, since I think we're all technically here in, at least at the very least in chat, if not in spirit. Does anybody want to recap last session? Just kidding.
Yeah, it hasn't happened.
JK.
Yeah.
Lulu,
Everything. Here's what happened.
Great Scott! I had this amazing vision.
Hi, what was your amazing vision?
There was this group of adventurers, and they were all from these different planes of existence.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. It's a shame
Yes.
that everyone here is all from the same plane of existence.
And Farah came and took them from their different places and brought them together to save this world.
You don't know that we're all from the same plane of existence.
I am well aware.
Unfortunately,
Wait,
they listened to the stupid advice of those in the council, and, well, now they're all dead. Well, they were dead. It was very, very timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff.
Bibbidi-boppity-boo.
I think I've decided this is now Nix's voice.
Oh,
Please.
great.
No way.
Oh
please.
my gosh.
My goodness.
Server mute.
Oh, no,
Server
We're mute. Oh boy.
All right, well, you're fighting with VTT. I'm going to get something to drink because I didn't apparently do that ahead of time.
Can y'all still not log in?
No!
Have you checked to see if your port forwarding stuff is working?
I did. It is. God,
Obviously not.
almighty. Okay, let's just.
Did you change the port?
No, it's the same thing.
Well, obviously it's not.
Oh, there we go. Something's happening.
Is it working now?
It's working now. Well,
yeah, it is. It is.
it's kind of working. It's allowing me to choose which adventure I want to go on.
Yep. And I'm. Oh no! Reload again because I'm in.
Yeah.
I think. I'm in.
Oh, yep. I'll get here.
All right. Good.
I have to wait for Monkey to see what.
My password's not working though.
Good joke. Mm. New player
I can
color
tell
for
when
a new
Monkey's coming
character.
back because his entire setup shakes.
What's that
Is
supposed
that a
to
fat
mean?
joke?
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
Login successful. Joining game.
No,
No,
I don't.
that is not my thing.
I don't trust.
Hurry,
The
change it
person-
before people see it. It's not nobody's supposed to know that.
Yeah, I
Hide
don't
it.
trust that person.
But I already know it.
Yeah, but you're
What are we
nobody.
hiding?
I've been told.
Wow.
Wow.
It's a conversation I don't want to touch.
Yeah.
So, does anybody want to tell me the name of the person who y'all are meeting?
Something Augusti.
I have no idea.
I was going to say
I don't know
Romilda
either.
Wastes. No, it's Grenia Augusti.
Okay. As long as we know things.
We don't know a lot of
Well,
things.
And
I
that's
drink
good.
people and I
Good
know
people.
things. What?
I don't know whose picture this one is. The third one over, if you count top, bottom, and row, top and bottom at the same time. But I feel like they're trying to get me in bed.
Yeah, I don't trust them at all. I would like to
Wow.
hit them with my greatsword.
I'm only like half loaded.
Yeah, I see. I see a game pause thing. I'm watching monkeys.
I'm gonna refresh. Refresh.
It's refreshing after drinking some water.
Also, Monkey, just so you know, Vaysiar is medium size. So he's just the size of a player character right now.
I don't know what that means.
Did you mean Monkey or did you mean Mumbles?
Mumbles, my bad. You both start with M. Same as Masters. I get all of you confused.
There are a lot of M's. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Monkey.
micro.
Meta, micro,
Marinos.
masters,
That
Mumbles,
that is a lot of
Yeah.
M's.
Oh, my
Too many M's.
You had
do
it
you mean?
set
What do you mean?
to M for many.
When you should have said it the W for Wumbo.
I Wombo, you Wombo, he, she, we, Wombo, Wombo Wings,
The
the study of
Wombo.
Wombology. It's
Wombology.
first grade, SpongeBob.
I can see Monkey just slowly logging out, slowly dipping out of here.
Oh, subclass homebrew, Wombology wizard.
Make sure your web browser is up to date, Monkey.
It is. I'm very confused.
Is
Are
that
you-
the
what
web
are you
browser
using,
you always
Chrome?
use?
Yep.
Hmm. You use it
Have
Chrome.
you tried another
You don't
web
wanna-
browser?
Don't use Internet Destroyer.
Internet
mean, that's-
Destroyer is dead. It's only Dedge now.
Yeah, Dedge. Internet Dedge. It's in a Dedge, not a ditch. It's in a Dedge.
Let's see if that works.
Well, this is going as well as it
Bro,
did
are we
actually
ready to
going
get
last
this
time.
show on the road?
I see spoilers. Okay, I'm actually
Yay! Yay!
actually in now.
Well, all you see is a
1, 2,
all you see
3,
is a
4, 5.
little picture. That's
Oh.
it.
Meta's not in here.
Because somebody mumbles, you will have to manually add me in. Remember? Actually, no, I am in here. I think my picture's there.
You put no. He,
Oh, your
we're
picture's in.
looking.
I mean,
looking
you're
at
not-
players.
Yeah, because you're on no dial.
Yeah. Did we lose Mumbles? Did he actually get sick of us and leave?
Probably
no,
No, it was me. 1 second.
Me get sick of you? No.
Why can I not put the overlay over my just general screen? Thought I could do that.
Which overlay?
Okay, so what?
The Discord overlay, so I can see who's talking.
Oh, yeah, you can't.
It's
I've
annoying.
tried it as
Oh,
well.
Yeah. It's supposed to be able to, but the Discord overlay does not work well.
How do you have it, Monkey?
I have it in OBS, so I have to look at
Oh.
OBS to see who's talking.
Because it's kind of approximate when somebody's talking.
I have everybody's voice memorized, so.
Okay, well,
I have
a lot of
everyone's
these
voice
people are new to
memorized.
me.
But
Pause
the problem that I have is is remembering the character names, which
Well,
is
that's
Vaysiar.
when I just look over at the players list.
This is a different Imperial city.
This looks very, very.
I'm
Yeah,
still at the
split.
mansion.
Oh, well, I guess we left you behind.
Yep, totally did.
now I changed my name so the right character name's at the front because I was yelled at about that last time.
Okay.
What do you want?
So, are we ready to begin?
Yep.
Just waiting on you, boss.
Okay. 15 seconds.
It's gonna be the 15 longest seconds in the world.
Oh, this is a pretty city.
It's possible we're all jerks.
All right.
Yep.
So, welcome everybody to session 1 of Aurelia Divided. Our reset, relaunch, second grand opening of our campaign. Thanks everybody for the work that y'all put in this week, getting it with me, getting some backstories changed and tweaked. Yeah. So I can't thank y'all enough for that and for sticking with it and wanting to come back and play. Wanting to come back.
Hey, thank you for being honest about what type of game you wanted to run.
And thank you for letting me do all of that at the last possible moment.
You're very
And
welcome.
thank you for putting up with us the last time, even though we didn't want to follow your ideas at all.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't
y'all
let
may be-
all
The
the
y'all
problem
may
is
be
we
wanna
wanted to
quit
follow his
D&D
ideas
forever.
too much. We wanted to follow the dumb ones.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to put it.
You mean Leoric didn't want to follow the rest?
No, Leoric was definitely the one
Finally.
that wanted to follow. Every
Right, no,
the
no,
entire
no, no,
rest
no.
of the party did not want to follow that plan.
I'm sorry,
Leoric was
who
the
is
one saying
Leoric?
we should.
Hey,
And who
hey,
is Leoric, and why do I want to punch
don't
him?
speak ill of the dead.
Yeah, why do I want to punch him?
Also, don't
He might
speak
not
ill
be
of the
dead.
dumb.
He might have got teleported back
Hey,
where he
hey,
was.
hey.
So I do
Some of
have
us
to
resemble
ask,
that.
how many of y'all actually read the lore document that
I
was in
did.
the Discord
I read
and
the
the
whole
Do I
campaign
remember it?
and the
Not really.
campaign primer?
I read both
Primer,
of them.
I skimmed it.
You can tell. See who's got 2 platinum in their inventory.
Oh,
I know.
I
I was
skimmed
about to
it.
say.
I'm sorry, that was a Scott Pilgrim joke.
So
Oh, I still haven't had the 2 plat. And I knew about it.
you all actually managed to assemble a group of characters that is actually from every corner of this world, and for some reason y'all had a real penchant for the actual corners of the world. I don't know why you didn't use the rest of the map, but that's okay.
We wanted to come from
So-
the far reaches.
To be
It's-
fair, you told me where I was
way
from.
too early.
I did tell you where you were
That'd
from.
be Kestrel.
So you all, in one way or another, have received a letter from a
I
woman
just
by the
got a
name of
letter.
Grinia Augusti.
You just got a letter.
Okay, clues.
Server mute.
Wonder who it's from.
Yeah, they were mute.
Attached to this letter was 2 platinum pieces. So if you don't have that in your inventory, you can go ahead and add that as a token of her goodwill and her the seriousness and legitimacy of these letters. She has requested that all of you join her at her estate in the Imperial City, as she has a job offer for you all. In your different groups of 1s and 2s, you all have made your way from all the different parts of Aurelia from which you have been previously traveling or have lived your lives in, and have made your way to the Imperial City. The Imperial City is gargantuan. It is 3 layers of buildings stacked upon crap.
Buildings, yeah.
It's
Stacked upon whatever.
that last layer of buildings is just
You don't go down there.
it's just, yeah, you don't go down there.
So we've got Anne Orlando, the Undead Burg, and then Blighttown.
There you go. There you go.
Pretty
So
That's a gamer reference for all my gamers in chat.
I don't
Exactly.
recognize that from Minecraft.
I didn't know they had names for the different levels of Tetris. Amazing.
IGN says it's the Dark Souls of D&D.
Listen, this is definitely not a destination that I visit on Destiny, so I definitely don't know this place. I'm the only one that plays Destiny here, and that's very weird.
So, as you all can see from the image in front of you, this is the best sort of rendering of the Imperial City from my mind onto screen. This is what it looks like. So you've all arrived here from your various places, and you make your way through the Imperial City, up into the higher parts of it, which is actually south. Farther south you go, the higher up it gets. As you winding through the different streets, you see that it's a place that is buzzing with life. Right? There's always someone else on the street, in the walkway, a crowd gathered, people shopping, working, living their lives. As you approach the area in which you had been told the estate is in, it switches over, so it's less tall, foreboding buildings and just a crush of people, and you step into an area of some rather large estates here. From what you can gather, it would seem that this is, for all intents and purposes, where the money within the Imperial City is. Not so much the governmental power, as that lies in the center city, in the Imperial Palace. It is not long once you've crossed into this residential district that you find the address and place described in the letter as the estate of Grinia Augusti. You enter the estate grounds through a large sort of fence with 2 gates that open. And you all walking up the rather long walkway to the front entrance. You all are greeted as you arrive by a man named Sephiris. And he introduces himself as Grinia's assistant. He's a human male, tan skin, brown hair, brown eyes. Appears to be middle-aged, from the best you can guess. As you arrive, he brings you in through the front door, up a single large flight of stairs, turns a corner, and brings you into what looks like it is part study and part library. And so once a few minutes pass, 10, 20, and then about an hour, and finally all of you have arrived here together. You're all brought into the same room. Grinia is not here yet. You've been told by Sepharis that she will be arriving shortly, as she is finishing up a meeting with another associate of hers. So as you are all here in the same room now together, who would like to introduce their character first?
I'm
I guess
willing
go
to
ahead.
do it.
Okay, go ahead.
So, you see a wet-haired, blonde-headed fellow. His hair is consistently wet all the time, and he's shaped like a nacho. His name is Merinos, and he's kind of edgy. The guy that you've always known and loved, only kind of different.
And we've never known him.
Yeah,
No one never-
or loved him.
In fairness.
the guy you don't know
Wow.
and don't
He still
love.
has a pink.
Yeah, does he have a both pinkies?
Oh, he does. He is the proud owner of 2 connected pinkies.
Wow.
Wait,
They're
they're
connected
connected together? That's gonna be awkward. How's he?
It's like
How's
those,
he white?
it's like those TikTokers.
They're not connected together, they are connected to his hand.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say,
Indirectly,
Glad we clarified.
I will say indirectly, the pinkies are connected, but not directly.
I was about to say, go ahead and add a Chinese finger puzzle
Finger trip.
to your
And make it
to
a
your
quick.
inventory.
Wait, are you being serious? Because I'll do it.
That's their character arc now. To find
Oh,
a
yeah,
way
your new
to get your
character arc.
pinky heads out of the
Like,
trap.
I need more character arcs in this character. My God.
Okay.
Anyway, that's the mysterious man we know as Merinos.
All right. Next.
I'll go ahead.
Okay.
So I am Dane. I am a lone wolf ranger from a forest known as hold on, off cannon. What area was I in Mumbles? See, now I forget about stuff about my own character.
The Live Spring Woods.
Oh yeah, the Light Spring Woods. So, sorry. Anyway, back to where I was. I am a human ranger, and I have kind of a darker brown hair, kind of a scraggly kind of beard. I don't necessarily keep it too kept, but I do try to keep myself rather clean. I am, as I said, I've been a little loner. I don't go into the cities very much, and also noticing all of these new people, I kind of keep to myself. However, I feel like in the presence of sensing everybody, I feel like I'm going to get along with all of you rather well. Especially this new Merinos person. I don't think I've ever known you, but it's
Oh,
nice to
boy.
meet you.
Merinos
then I go-
extends his right hand. And
Thankfully,
tries to
with the
go for
pinky
it.
still there.
Oh yes, both pinkies are proudly displayed.
And then I kind
He
of
doesn't know why he's so proud of his pinkies, but he's very proud of them.
and then I just slowly kind of sit and wait for things to happen. That's about it.
Okay. Next. Not all at once.
Not all at once,
This
guys.
feels like
I'm trying to go
This
last.
feels like popcorn prayer. Where
Are you
like
trying to go last? Okay, I'll
you
go.
say like yeah.
So, Kestrel is a young adult human with raven black hair pulled back into like a sort of Dutch loop pattern. She's got a very thin and like not much fat on the face, and very intense gray eyes. There is a large, very large, greatsword on her back, and she's wearing chainmail. And she doesn't seem bothered at all by the weight of everything she is carrying. And next to Kestrel is a male silver dragon, a bit shorter, just over 5 feet tall when the neck is fully up, and he's very skittish around these new people, and he leans into Kestrel every so often to whisper. But Kestrel just treats him sort of like one would a very intelligent dog, just scratching the horns every so often.
Okay. Nyx.
Oh, I was actually talking already, but I was muted. Standing behind this
Nailed it.
Kestrel lady is a small cat-like creature. He stands hunched over at about 4.5 feet. Though if you look at him, he looks like he would be a little bit taller should he stand fully upright. But he's kind of like using Kestrel as a shield. His golden fur, very short throughout his entire body, and he has a staff to his side, wearing very simple, looks to be handmade leather. He peeks out from behind Kestrel. Kestrel? Oh, there's an awful lot of people here. I didn't really expect that there would be so many.
I'll just move my hand from scratching Vaysiar to scratching Nyx. Don't worry, we will be okay. And if they want to hurt you, I will hurt them.
Dane looks over and goes, it's a nice group of people you got here. Don't worry, I'll help out as best I could, or best I can.
Merinos is gonna gently walk over to Nyx and try to say hello.
No. You're not going to hurt me, are
Hello.
you? Your shoulders are
No.
quite pointy.
No, I'm just here to meet you.
Well, if he likes his pinkies, he won't.
Merinos got really scared for a second, and it shows.
Dane,
But then he calms down because he doesn't know why he's being so protective over his pinkies.
Okay. Vix, Weslie, which one?
I can go next.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Vix appears to you guys as a human with long black hair that is tied up in half up into a braid that goes down her back. She has a longer face and a longer nose, and she has a scar that goes over her mouth. She stands pretty tall for a woman, and she's pretty skinny as well, kind of showing to you guys how kind of lengthy her arms are. They're kind of disproportionate. She lives in the Imperial City. Is from the farming village. When you see her, she kind of looks like she's always in an RBF mode. although not always wanting to be. It's just how she appears to you, kind of standoffish, and hard to get to know at sometimes. So, yeah, that's Vix.
All right, Weslie.
You see a rather tall, young half-elf man. His skin is somewhat pale, and his hair is a bit of a rusty silver, with green eyes, and he is wearing sort of regular working man's clothes, but they look kind of thick or maybe a little bit heavy. And if you touch them, you'd feel a bit of chainmail underneath. He's got a strange amulet around his neck with a symbol that you haven't seen before, and his eyes are. Let's just say he's not fully awake right now. He is ready to drift off back to sleep if he gets the chance to lie down. And he comes from the far-off town of Grovalia, which your characters may or may not have heard of. It's surrounded by a lot of forest and cut off a bit from the rest of the world. It's still not too far from the Imperial City, where he's been living for about a few months now. And I think that's it for me.
Dane's gonna look at Weslie and go, "Are you gonna be able to make it through this? You look a little off."
Yeah. Don't worry about me. I just it's fine. It's fine. He just kind of like leans his head on you a little bit, like disregarding your personal space entirely.
And then I kind of go like, "Okay,
Nyx Nyx walks over slightly and just kind of touches him on the shoulder and casts Spare the Dying.
what?
That's hilarious.
I'm sorry."
Little thing.
Just making sure.
Oh, trust me, I would be able to tell if he was undead or not because his head would be on the floor. Just saying.
That's not what Spare the Dying does. If I thought he was undead, I would have done a different spell.
Guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt. That's right.
It's for people on the edge of death.
Yes.
Yes, guiding bolt is for people on the edge of death. You are correct.
Oh, no, I thought you said spare the dying. Oh, no. I mean, that too, I guess. Both are good in context, I think. I think it's perfectly okay for either.
But I look at Wesley and go, okay, I guess this is fine for now, but don't expect this all the time.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. A little bit of drool comes out.
Yeah. No. I kind of wipe that off and go, could somebody else help this man, please?
So, Sepharis walks in a minute later and looks at you all and asks if you would like anything to drink while you wait on Grenia to finish her meeting.
What are the options?
Oh, let's see. We have brandy, wine. We have scotch. That's always good. Anything like that, or of course, water if you don't partake.
Yeah, I'll have a brandy.
Water for me, please.
Of course.
I'll take some scotch.
Okay. Anyone else?
Wesley, you want anything? No, he's good.
Fair enough. I'll return with your drink shortly. And Sepharis scurries out of the room and returns a moment later with your drinks.
Dane's gonna take his drink. This is particularly a little strong, but thank you nonetheless.
I'm just gonna down however much scotch they give me.
Wait, did I get any drink? Wait.
You didn't order anything.
Oh, well, Merinos feels bad now because he missed an opportunity in a lifetime.
If you sit silently, they don't read your mind to bring you drinks. It's not that kind of place.
Don't you have water magic? Just make your own
Don't-
drink.
Just make your own drink.
But water. I'm a human. I need other things other than water sometimes.
I don't finish my scotch and I go, well, if you wish to partake in the rest of this, it's fine.
May I?
Sure.
And he goes and takes the drink. He doesn't even know you. And he goes and takes the drink. And then takes a sip and he drinks it.
Hopefully it's to your liking.
Where's Wallace on when you need him to get y'all some bottles?
I know, right?
Well,
Who was
She
Wallace
said
on?
she would be back next week.
Knows how to drink, but doesn't know how to order
Hopefully.
drinks.
Yeah, right, exactly.
No, stick with Kestrel. She'll teach you.
Oh.
Oh
okay.
boy, I feel like there's gonna be some drinking games going on very soon. This is completely non-canon. I'm talking about that. Anyway.
Okay.
So may I ask, did everybody else get the same letter here? Shows my letter.
I got a letter. It's it was addressed to me and everything. It's the first letter I've ever received.
Mumbles, did I get a letter? Oh, he just muted. Oh no.
Oh,
Yes, everybody got the
should-
same letter.
Everybody
Yes.
got the same letter.
Oh, everyone
Yes,
got
you
the
all
same letter.
received the
Oh.
same letter with the 2 platinum pieces.
Oh.
Wesley wakes up.
And now,
Yeah, I got the letter. Back to sleep again.
I meant to send y'all the actual letter.
Yeah,
did you send
Well,
us
then
that?
now you
'Cause I
can
don't
now
think
you can
did.
read it to us.
It's written in a notebook.
Yes, please. Read it aloud. Story time.
Come to my house in the Imperial City. Thanks. Here's some money.
Really? This should have been.
No,
I don't
that's
think
not...
she said thanks.
Because I don't think Dane would have. I don't think Dane would have done.
I
Would
need
have
the
easily
Mumbles. I
gone
need
for that.
atmosphere. Give me atmosphere.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll play some music.
Okay, okay. Play some music and repeat. Take 2.
Yes, hello. Come to my house in the Imperial City. Thank you. By the way, here's some money because you're poor.
You can reply to this message.
Yeah.
This message will
Please
spoil in 2
don't.
seconds. Wait. Oh no, that's different.
Please
We
take your
wouldn't
shoes
have
off
the
before
letters.
entering. I don't want your poor shoes on my floor.
But I don't wear
Merinos
shoes.
is dripping salt water on the floor.
I know everywhere.
Of his mysterious
You do
wetness.
this all the time. Do you have some sort of deficiency problem? Because you are sweating quite a bit.
I'm not sweating.
Are you related to a
It's not
tiefling by
sweat.
any chance?
No. We're
That was a
human.
reference.
It
Oh.
was, yeah. No.
Yeah. I like.
I would like to
jumping in
sit down and
pools
start
and
ritually
floating.
casting detect poison and disease.
Yes.
Oh.
It's got a 30-foot radius. That wasn't a joke. Just to be clear.
Wow.
Does anything happen, Mumbles? Am I actually diseased? I don't even know.
Probably not.
I don't think I am.
No.
I'm just wet all the time. I don't know what to tell you.
So are all curious about the letter?
Well, I
Yeah.
am. Well, that's why I was like, 'cause everybody got the same letter. Nobody should even know who I am. Why did I even get this? That's the question.
I thought I was a nobody too, so I don't know.
Well, you're with me.
Yes, but you're a mighty warrior. I'm just me.
And I'll walk up to him and I'll put my arm on his shoulder and I'll say,
Mm.
if my father's taught me anything, it's not to sell yourself short.
He is pretty short, though, you have to admit.
You know what I mean.
I never knew my father.
Is there anything
I mean,
like special
knew
about this room, or is there like you know, it seems to be very ornate and everything. What I just lost my train of thought. Anyway.
I'm just
Gonna
gonna go
ask the
sit
question.
down, and
Yeah.
Vaysiar is just gonna sit at my feet.
I'm gonna try to find Weslie a chair so he can, you know, not be leaning on me the whole time, drooling.
I'm just gonna take a seat with my wet hair.
Doing a hair
We're gonna
flip.
need something to clean all that. You know, don't.
I
That's
do
gonna go
believe
everywhere.
introductions
Probably
are
gonna
in
put a cable
order.
out.
My name is Kestrel. This is Vaysiar.
My name is Dane.
Nice
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Merinos.
My name is
Howdy.
Nix. So, I'm not important.
On the contrary, he is a very good healer.
My name is
Really?
Vix.
Oh,
Nice to meet you, Vix.
So we have Vix and Nix.
That's
won't
not
get
going to
confusing
confuse
at
anyone.
all.
That's not going to throw anything off. No, not at all.
Nix, you must
I
seem pretty
apo-
important if you have a similar name as me. And then I kind of like smirkly smirk at Nix.
No, I'm sure that your name is more superior.
And Merinos just feels kind of bad about this whole thing. Doesn't know how to react.
I kind of just drift off into the, like, near the corner and just say, I'll just wait to see what happens here, but this is getting kind of boring. What are we doing here?
I believe we're waiting on the hostess.
Vix asks everyone if they all are aware of why they're all here.
The letter?
No,
All
not
I know
exactly.
is of the
Letter
letter.
did not
Never
detail.
even met this woman.
You've never even met her?
I thought it best to go and travel the world a little bit, so when I got this letter, it just gave me a better excuse to.
Have you traveled far?
I've had small journeys here and there. Nothing too notable.
Oh, good.
Would you all like to know what the letter says?
Yes.
Yes,
I
please.
found it in the notebook.
Yay!
Okay. So it's fairly simple. It says to and then your name. It reads, "It has come to my attention that you are an individual of skill and sufficient reputation. Please come to my estate in the Imperial City, as I would like to discuss employment with you. As a token of my goodwill, I'm sending 2 platinum pieces along with this letter. Below you will find my address, and also I must tell you, time is of the essence. Signed, Grenia Augusti."
I guess it would be something about the Empire.
I would probably take a guess and say, yeah. I don't mess with the Empire too much, and they don't mess with me. I have been in the city before, but I've never seen this part of town.
Never been in the Empire.
Well, if they want us
No.
to overthrow anyone, I hope they have a good plan.
I've never worked for the Empire.
Felt something within him with that comment.
The DM's heart hurts.
Merinos just hurts a little bit and then it kind of goes away.
So as you all are here and talking, you begin to hear multiple sets of footsteps come up and approach the door, and it opens a second later. First in is a sort of naturally small dwarven woman. She has all gray hair. Her face is wrinkled. But something that you do notice are her eyes. They are some of the brightest blue that you've ever seen. And the way in which this dwarf carries herself, you can definitely tell that she thinks highly of herself. In the way that her shoulders are set back, her chin is up, and she walks into the room, Sepharis, in tow, and she comes up and she takes a seat at the chair in the center of the room behind the desk. And Sepharis seems like almost like he's out of breath, and says, "I would like to introduce my Mistress Grinia Augusti
How do you do?
of the Imperial City." And she looks, "Yes, fine, just busy, but thank you all for coming." And she sort of takes a moment to scan the room and look at all of you, and then back down at some papers she has on her desk. I would like to say thank you all for coming and coming quickly. I'm glad that you took my letter seriously. Although I'm sure the coin helped you along. At least I hope so. But yes, we have some important business. I am Grania Augusti, and if you haven't heard of me, then, well, I suppose you've been spending too much time under rocks and in the woods. My business holdings stretch from this city as far as the Northgard Mountains and as far south as the Nine Sisters. If there is something that needs acquired, and if that thing that can be acquired can then be resold, I'm the woman who gets it done. If things need fought, killed, captured, or events need brought to an end, and it seems to be a task that the legions do not want to tackle, I'm the woman they call. I'm a doer. I get things done. And those that I associate myself with, and those whom I employ, I expect the same of them. So before I even bother to know any of your names, I must ask you, do you know how to get things done?
No.
I'm gonna elbow Nyx. Yes, we do.
I try to get things done to the best of my ability.
Okay.
If you know my reputation, then you must know I get things done.
Everyone, well, some people may or may not notice, but there's a small green, sort of dark black green cat in the corner who steps forward and shape shifts back to Kaelin, who is I'll introduce myself now. Hi, who is a half elf, and he's got green skin. He's got big horns on his head and a bunch of spikes down his back, carrying a staff, He looks over and he says, "Yes, my lady, we seem to be prepared."
Good. Good. So, well, I'll get right to the point then. Maybe some of you have heard, maybe some of you have not. But the borders along the Remelda Wastes are unusually active again. There have been reports over the past few weeks of orcish incursions and goblin raiding parties hounding the Imperial patrols and garrisons stationed along the border of the Waste and the Empire. However, the situation has escalated recently, in which case the one of the keeps has been overrun and captured. And the garrison there, from last anyone here in the Imperial City heard, was completely destroyed. They left one survivor who has run back to tell the tale. Anything that threatens the Empire at its border threatens my business. I'm a simple woman. I like to run my business. I like to make money. There's really not much more to it than that. However, the Emperor and his advisors are, what shall I say, reluctant to send any more men to the keep to clear it out. However, it's not just the orcs and goblins that I care about at this point. My sources tell me that somewhere in the area of this keep is a sinkhole. And within this sinkhole is a lost treasure. A treasure that the orcs and goblins, I'm sure, no doubt, would love to acquire themselves. The men and women who I have around here in my employ simply will not be able to accomplish this task. If they were able to overrun legionnaires, then the rank and file that I have available will simply not do. I need those who are a bit more powerful, more driven, better accomplished. I don't care anything about the keep. All I want is the treasure.
What is this treasure that's so important?
Rumor has it that there is an amulet. And at this point, Kestrel, she is turned to look directly at you and your companion.
Yeah, I'm just meeting her gaze.
There is a rumor beyond gold and silver, which can be acquired through normal means of business, that there is an amulet there, and that amulet allows you to control dragons.
I'm gonna look at Vaysiar and say, well, it's not that difficult to control dragons.
Maybe for you, perhaps? For the rest of us, I venture to think we'd be eaten before we got too far into the wastes.
Oh, you're talking about those dragons?
Yes.
The dragons in the Waste aren't very friendly, are they?
I'm afraid not. You could see how if incursions from the waste are going to be more common, how someone such as myself and the business that I run, having such an amulet would be invaluable to protecting my interests in the area. It is simple. I want you to go. I want you to find this site of lost treasure near the fallen keep, and I want you to bring me back the amulet.
What was,
Anything else you find is yours to keep.
what was the name of the keep?
The fallen keep.
Well, that's an apt name.
Where is this? You said there was one survivor. Where are they now?
There in the Imperial City. No doubt at the barracks.
Would
The
you
only
like
reason
to
I
talk to
know
them?
is I have a long-standing relationship with one of the generals here. in
Would
the
you
city.
like us to talk to them, or is this more of a don't tell anyone sort of mission?
Would you like to talk to them?
Getting info on the enemy is never a bad idea.
Okay. I can arrange a meeting for tomorrow in the afternoon. Will that suffice?
Indeed.
Absolutely. I think that the poor lad is still a bit in shock, but you all are probably better at getting information out of someone than I could be. So I will leave that to your capable hands. I have rooms here for you all to stay in. If you will not mind staying the evening here. Soft beds, warm food, lots of drink, and then I will have the soldier brought here tomorrow, and you all may speak with him for as long as you wish.
Sounds like a plan.
So, tell me, what does anything concern you about what I've asked you to do?
Lots of things concern me, but if Kestrel is on board, then I guess I'm going too.
Please, if
How long-
there's anything I can answer.
How long ago did the increased border activity start?
Oh, I would say we had been hearing of it going on for at least 2 months. At least before this most recent attack. Mostly it had been, orcs testing the strength of the wall, goblins attacking legionnaire patrols. Nothing quite of the magnitude of storming a keep.
Any insignias, totems that have been reported back?
Not that have been told to me.
I suppose most of my questions would be better served to the people who saw it in person.
Very well could be. Our agreement will be, should you choose to do this for me, will be solidified in a contract. That contract will, of course, do a few things. It will make sure that I have your cooperation for this job, but it also does some things for you. It guarantees your payment, and it makes sure that along your travels to the Waste that you always have a place to sleep and to eat and to drink along the way. It will also discuss the manner of payment and how much.
And, ma'am, how would this affect the previous contract, which I already have with your company?
You're under contract with us.
Yes, ma'am. One of your mercenaries.
Then we'll simply have to amend yours to include a bonus. A sizable one at that.
Very well. Thank you, ma'am.
So, I don't want to understate the risks of what I'm asking you to do. If the orcs and goblins are strong enough at this point to take a keep, there is no doubt that they must have a strong leader amongst them to dare to press against the Imperial borders once again. Now, since I'm not asking you to go take over a fallen a keep that has been captured, it's just so happens that it's in the same area. However, I don't believe that that's a coincidence. I'm sure there will be members of the monstrous races looking for it as well. The location is too convenient to ignore the connection to this lost treasure. However, I'm willing to compensate you greatly if you are successful. And I may find a way to be able to compensate you even if you are not able to find the amulet. I will pay you all 1,500 gold pieces if you return if you return the amulet to me. Any other treasure you find you may keep and sell and use as you wish. I care only for the amulet. This is in addition to the lodging and food and supplies that my company will provide.
Nyx tugs on Kestrel's shoulder and say, "Is that a lot?"
For simple mercenary work, yes.
In addition, if the amulet proves to not be true, or is already gone, or for some reason you are unable to retrieve it, I have spoken with the general, and I will pay you all 100 gold pieces, a scalp, for every orc, goblin, or anything else you find.
If we are unable to retrieve the amulet, not in addition.
Oh no, that's in addition to as well.
Okay.
This just means that should you not be able to find it, I would encourage you
still get
not to
paid.
go in deep into the waste yourself. By bringing those back, the simple matter of me being able to show to the fine folks here in the Imperial City that the people under my employ are certainly capable of dealing with the monstrous races would still bring us all some renown, I suppose. So yes.
Will there be a stipulation in the contract if we are able to take care of the fort?
You think you might be able to retake the keep?
I've had dealings with monstrous races in the past. Cut off the head of the snake, the rest scatter.
Interesting. How would 12,000 gold pieces to split if you're able to push them back from the keep and it can once again be occupied?
Dane looks up and goes,
14,
Well,
2,000 each.
Merinos likes it. Oh god.
14?
That
She
puts
sort
us
of-
at 2,000 each person.
She pulls a paper, sort of drags it down closer to her on the desk and sort of looks, and you can see she's sort of, counting on her fingers and doing some math in her head. 14 is reasonable. I'll do it. It's 14,000 to split if you can retake the keep. It is 100 gold pieces a scalp for any of the monstrous races that you kill, and 1,000 apiece if you're able to retrieve the amulet.
Is there a date that you need this done by, Mom?
No.
Wait, this is your mother?
It's a term of
I
respect.
just look over at Nyx.
I don't see
No,
the family.
I don't have
resemblance.
I don't have a timetable in mind. Of course, the sooner the better for me and for the company. Of course, should
Obviously, the longer we tarry, the faster, the more chance there is of the races finding it.
indeed. I would really
The
like
better
it
chance
found.
that more will be, and the better chance that there will be more there. They will grow in numbers.
Indeed. Let me see here. Let me get my map.
One more question, Mom. You said there was a general that you mentioned. Who's that?
Indeed. General Aeneas. He is the head of the garrison legion here in the Imperial City. And one of the Emperor's closest military advisors, I might add. Now, I can get you on a train all the way to the Watchful Keep, just on the border of the Waste, near the Pox Dunes, where the incursions have taken place. The train there takes maybe I think it's 2.5 days. And then it will probably be a day's walk through the Waste until you reach the Fallen Keep.
Doesn't sound like anything we can't handle.
I hope you all
ridden on
can
a
handle
train
it.
before. Are
Yes.
dragons allowed on trains by any chance?
Normally, no. But if I say they're allowed, then they are,
It would be appreciated.
of course. I'd heard that you traveled with a dragon companion. But to be honest, I thought that was a metaphor.
Well,
I'm
it's
glad-
certainly not me, ma'am.
Vaysiar is quite literally a dragon.
I'm glad to see that that was true.
He's young, but he's learning.
So he'll get bigger.
Oh yes.
Fascinating.
How young is this dragon?
Oh,
Yes, that's quite an interesting question.
he's as old as me.
If you don't mind me asking, I
you
mean, I'm
raised by
not
this
supposed to
dragon?
ask ladies their
Or
age,
is it
but
the other way around?
That would be until I
how
put
old
it.
are you? I know
I don't know
shouldn't
why are
ask
you
what
so
this is.
wet.
Improv. Improv. Roadhouse.
See, that is an answer I can't quite answer.
Does the dragon speak?
Vaysiar can speak, yes.
What
I'm
language
pretty
does it
sure I
speak?
could understand it.
Draconic.
I could definitely understand that.
But he does not need to. We were raised together. We have fought together. We can communicate with each other without requiring speech.
Well, if the need arises, then I will be able to understand.
Are there any supplies that you might send with us beyond what we already have on our own?
What would you need?
I don't know. It seems like this could be dangerous. Perhaps some healing potions or medical supplies, perhaps.
Sure, I can have that arranged. Absolutely.
Non-canon, good call.
Right.
Absolutely. We have
Monkey
plenty.
learned from lessons taught to him by his previous DM.
Repeatedly.
I'm gonna look at Nyx and say, we haven't ever needed healing potions before, I don't think.
What's a healing potion?
We have plenty. I have well, several alchemists here in the city that make them for us. Should be fairly easy to acquire. Probably get you one or two apiece.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I once saw a young man with some sort of pack that he used to bind wounds. Would we be able to acquire any of those?
Medicine kits?
I don't know the terminology.
Sure.
It took him a while to learn the language, to be fair.
Indeed. Would 2 be enough for the group?
2 potions or 2 packs of healing?
2 of the medical kits, and a healing potion for each of you.
Alright,
That should
add
work
that to my
wonderful.
inventory.
It seems very generous.
Much appreciated.
I take care of those that work for me.
That is said throughout your ranks, ma'am.
I pay well, I treat well. However, I'm a perfectionist. And I want things done, and I want them done right. I don't like failure. I hate to lose. That's how I've gotten where I am, by refusing to lose. So, do we have a basic agreement in place?
I believe we do.
Basically,
Kaelin nods.
I agree.
Good. Because I have one last meeting to attend to this evening. Sephiroth will show you to your rooms. Food will be brought there. Drinks if you request it. And I will set up a meeting so you can talk to the lone survivor of the keep tomorrow at noon. I'll have him brought here.
One question, as I thought about it.
Of course.
After we talk to this survivor, are we able to head out immediately?
Should you want to, I'll make sure that the supplies that we've agreed upon are delivered in the morning. I'd like it if you left no later than 2 days from now. That will put us at the end of the week. I would like you on the train by then. It gives you a little while to think it over. If you think of any more questions, or if you ultimately decide that this is not the job for you all, you have some time to think about it. Fair enough?
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Then I bid you all a pleasant rest of your evening. Let Sephiroth know if you need anything else, and I shall see you all tomorrow. Good evening.
I give a bow.
And Grinnia stands and puts her dwarven shoulders back, chin up, and exits the room, leaving you all there with Sephiroth and your thoughts.
Hopefully we didn't bite off more than we could chew here, but I think I'll be able to handle myself.
I can actually unhinge my jaw, so that's really not a problem.
Very odd.
Super timid, super quiet person I'm playing here, guys.
Oh,
I swear.
I gotta go on, like, I gotta find me a thesaurus and look for antonyms to Leoric, because it's gotta have a picture of you right there.
The good news is, if we find out that the leader of this band is an orc, they can't resist a challenge of strength.
Indeed.
And I am fairly strong.
She really is.
I can see that.
Nick, I kind of feel like the aunt that's just like, yeah, I like her. Like this, that last comment sounded like my aunt saying something.
He's the founder of the Muscle Go Appreciation Club.
Oh my god, yeah.
So, Sephiroth stands there in the doorway. Would you all like to go to your rooms now?
A
I
room?
kind of grab Weslie and I'm like, yeah, this one definitely needs a good
Actually,
good night's rest.
yeah, I'm gonna say actually, I was awake. I've been awake ever since she started talking about the amulet. I just didn't want to say anything. But yes, please, bed. I've been struggling to stay awake.
I'm
Kestrel,
gonna just
what's
find
a
a
bed?
room. It doesn't matter who I'm with.
We've taken the liberty of arranging a room for each of you. You do not have to share if you don't want.
Whatever
Well,
works.
that's very nice of you.
And at the end of the hall where the rooms are, there is a common space there with some refreshments that we keep out when we have overnight guests. So, should you feel the need to congregate, there would be as good a place as in it.
I didn't see the missions tab, Monkey.
I'm gonna go and take a look there
So if you'll
at the
you'll
refreshments.
follow me, I'll take you to your rooms.
Oh, okay.
So,
While that's happening, can I do a BRB?
mm-hmm.
You guys can keep going.
Do we need to add anything to our inventories yet?
Uh-uh.
Okay, okay.
No.
Just making sure.
So you're led up another set of
Okay. I'm gonna just have like some cheese and crackers and maybe some olives or something, and then sit and wait.
Okay.
I missed it. Are we in our own rooms, or are we just all in a big room together?
They're in the common room watching Nyx eat everything inside.
Right. I heard some of it. I was on my phone. I'm just gonna take a few of the pieces of parchment and just fold them and put them in my pack for later.
Thief. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
You don't know me. You don't know my life.
Okay. So eventually dinner is brought to you. It is a blackened fish over rice. It looks and smells delicious. It's a decent serving of it as well. So dinner is brought. You have your drinks and you have your rooms. What are you all doing for the rest of the evening as it begins to get late?
I am going to write a letter.
Okay.
I will send it to you later.
Okay.
How big of an open area is this? Is the room we're in?
Probably 25, like 25 by 20.
Okay.
Like, I mean, ultimately it's a room at the end of a hall.
Yeah.
It's the size of it's the size of a very large, like, living room. Like,
Yeah, I'll clear
Mom.
like a 10 by 10 area out, and I'll spar with Vaysiar for a bit. Not with weapons, but like unarmed.
Right. Okay.
Is this in the same room we're already in, the common room?
Yeah.
Dane's going to monitor this closely. Let's see.
You're watching
how
someone
these
punch
do.
a dragon pretty hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nyx is just sitting there stuffing his face, watching it. On a very luxuriously comfy couch. Surrounded by all the pillows that are in the room.
I don't actually eat any of the meal because there's meat, so I just pull a berry out and eat one good berry.
Really? I thought we had talked about you being a pescatarian. Come on, man. That's why there's the fish.
Oh, was there fish? I'm sorry, I missed that.
It's a fish.
Yeah, it's a fish.
We hadn't really talked about pescatarian, but I'll allow it.
I mean, jeez.
Why are all of your characters vegetarians? Do you have something going on in your life that you need to talk about?
Are you really a vegetarian in real life, Monkey? I doubt that.
No, it's just this character again because it's an elf and I don't like elves eating meat. I don't know, it's a weird thing. Hagen eats meat.
I mean, in Divinity Original Sin, elves actually eat flesh.
Right.
Like human flesh.
Ooh.
My elves don't.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Good game, by the way. Very good game.
Never got into it.
It takes a little bit.
Yep. That's why I never got into it.
Good point. Anyway. So, you're punching a dragon really hard.
It looks like I'm punching a dragon really hard, yes.
I'm just sitting here going, well, okay, well, I don't want to mess with her in a fight. That seems a little too much. If you can punch a dragon,
If you can punch a dragon, you can punch them all.
I wasn't gonna go there, but I'm going to ignore that. You threw me off my train of thought. Thanks.
I'm also
Anyway.
getting hit by the dragon, so it's not like I'm beating up my dragon.
Yeah, you're getting hit back, and if you could take that much punishment, I'm pretty sure he's not holding back. I kind of just sit in the corner and just gather my thoughts and think about the next day. What are we gonna do with this person? What is he gonna tell us?
So, what are each of your individual skills? So
I
that-
don't have any.
He's very good at healing. I'll stop sparring with Vaysiar.
It's rather important in my experience.
I'm a fairly decent tracker, and I do have a bit of archery skills. I've been told that I hardly ever miss. Would you like a demonstration? Or no, that would probably be a bad idea.
Shooting with a gun in the rich lady's house, middle of the night.
No, I mean, I have a bow.
What could go wrong?
I have a bow. I mean, I could.
Yeah, I'll move Vaysiar aside and like stand against a blank wall, and I'll take a dodging stance. And I'll say, "Go ahead."
Alright, you for real?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Nyx is gonna walk over and just touch her arm real quick and look up at her, and then just go sit back down. And I'm
So-
casting warded bond.
Oh no.
Which does what?
Okay, so, all right, so you have your longbow out,
Yeah.
and you're gonna attempt to hit.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
dodging also.
Okay, so you're going to roll for an attack with your longbow at disadvantage.
I had disadvantage. Okay. So I need to roll 2. Okay.
And then, then the lower one.
Oh, I rolled a nat 1. Ah!
If that were for me, it would have been $1 for extra
So-
life.
Okay, so let me illustrate this. So I go to pull my bow out, and I completely just flop the shot, and it almost goes somewhere near and it just completely flies off the handle. It nearly hits nearly hits Nyx on the couch.
About that time, you watch as Sephiroth came up to the top of the stairs, turned the corner, saw you nearly shoot Nyx, grabs a tray off the floor that was left from dinner, and just walks back down the stairs without saying anything.
You rarely ever miss, is what I heard.
Well, he just almost hit me, so
The people who told you that must be lying there.
If I'm going to be honest with you, off topic, if that was normal, that would have been a 26. But the other one had to be a 1.
So he says.
The other one was a
So
10.
he
The other one was
says.
a 26.
Kaelin just sighs.
Oh well, must have had a little bit too much scotch as well, but that can't be blamed. I throw the the glass onto the floor like it's nothing. Like, well, I guess I'm done today.
I'll pull the arrow out of the wall and hand it back. Is it broken?
No,
No.
the arrow is fine.
Okay.
Just
And my bow's not broken. Thank God.
the pride more than anything will have to be put back together and straightened out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait. Hold on.
The arrow is fine.
Do I need to roll some sort of a check there? Because I think that broke me right there.
Yeah. Somebody will have to clean up after Nyx and then stitch Dane's pride back together. But after that, you're fine. The arrow.
I
can
mean,
still
if we
be-
were using variant optional insanity rules, you might have to roll an honor save.
Oh no.
Weslie, who had fallen asleep on
make a man
his platter,
out
is
of
just looking up
you.
at Dane with like this shame look on his face. Also, he has a piece of fish still stuck on there, and then he just goes back down.
And I look at that and go, yep, this is definitely my time to time to go. You all, I bid you all adieu. I'm going to my room. And I just kind of just slowly go to my room, and when I shut the door, I just literally go, "Oh my goodness, what did I just do? Was I, what happened? Did I drink too much? Am I just not used to people?"
After the
I
door
don't know.
closes, I'm just going to say, that was embarrassing.
Yes, that does not.
Or maybe it was also because I tried to hit a woman. I don't know anymore. So I just
Such a great
DM,
first impression we're
makes a
making.
note. Female bandits only.
Oh no.
no.
My one weakness.
Ah!
Oh, I'm melting. I'm melting.
Women everywhere. Women.
Right?
Raj from The Big Bang Theory, except with weapons.
Right.
Yeah, basically.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
Oh man.
So Dane's done for the night. The whole conversation's for me.
Okay. So Dane turns in to his room for the evening. And
That's a neat magic trick.
so I know, right? Polymorph. Cool deal. So the rest of
Right.
you.
Yep.
What are y'all? Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Well, I'm just watching all this happen. And I'm just eating my olives. I don't know what to do yet. I don't know these people.
I'm pretty sure there's water still all over the floor. That's not gonna go away.
Yeah, water is dripping from my hair. My body is dry. It's just my hair kind of wet.
Well, your body's probably dry because of the salt. So still
Yeah.
there.
I got some really dry skin. Don't look too close at it.
Ouch.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over at Vix and say, "So what is it that you do?"
Like for my job or why I think I'm here?
Yes,
Yes, to what?
whatever you care to share.
Well, I think she summoned me because I'm intelligent in a few languages and know my way around the city, to say the least. Why do you think you're here?
I've been one of her mercenaries for a number of years now, and apparently she has been impressed with my work.
I mean, she forgot you were even here, but
Oh, I think she knew. She was the only one in the room that didn't look surprised when I shifted back.
I'm just saying
I
she
do
didn't know
not
about your current
know how-
contract, so.
Ooh. I do not know why or how she got in contact with me, as I've just been with my father and I on the 9 Islands.
Oh, you're not from Aurelia.
Not exactly, no. I travel here every so often. Nothing long or arduous, but to go and experience.
So then why do you think you're here then, since you're not from here?
I don't quite know. I know that I want to go and make some sort of an impact on this world. I feel like I'm capable of doing some things. I can hold a sword decently well. I don't know exactly. I didn't know I was well known enough for someone to get in contact with me like this.
You and Nick seem to be on the same wavelength of not knowing your worth.
I take Vix to the side and I said, I don't know about that guy. I think he's got some low self-esteem issues. Him and me, I hope I have a good self-esteem at this point, but Nyx, he feels like he's been pressed down all his life. Goodness. And I say that just to Vix, by the way.
Vic's eyes widens and looks over at Nyx to see if he's heard anything Merinos is saying.
Good question.
Oh no.
I'm not actively listening, but
You got a high wisdom. That's a high passive perception.
What is your passive perception?
Yeah,
14.
you could go for it. 14, but what do I have to roll again? Stealth?
No, you were having a conversation and then pulled someone to the side and then started talking to them quietly with someone who has a passive perception of 14. He heard you.
Oh no.
He heard you.
Oh no.
He doesn't react though.
I just feel bad for him. I hope he develops a stronger personality, you know? We all need to stand up for ourselves. But
Do
my
you
dad
really
always
want
said
that though? Do you want Nyx to have a stronger personality?
I just think that people should know their worth. You know, my father always told me that we need to go and find our worth in this world, and you know.
Well, he seems to have protection with his lady friend over there with the dragon, so I think he'll be okay.
But isn't there some worth in knowing how you fit in this world and knowing that you actually mean something and are meant to do something, and I don't know, having some self-confidence, I think, is something we should all strive for.
Wesley wakes up for a split second. Oh heck yeah! Back down again.
Vix kind of looks at Merinos. Vix looks at Merinos in his awkward nacho shape and thinks to herself, he's very emotional for such a odd
That's what the
man.
water is. It's him crying.
The whole point of
Bottled
being
up so much
edgy-
sadness, his body is releasing it supernaturally.
The whole point of being edgy.
He has deep feelings
We
for a
didn't need
nacho-shaped man.
edge of the sea. Edgy.
Is it edgy or just being on the edge? Like just
Edgy or depressed at this point?
Edge.
I don't know. It could be either at this point.
Yeah.
You could really twist it either way.
Take a step back, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Get a towel for crying out loud.
Towels, what are those?
Hey, Mumbles, can we do a quick one real quick?
Yeah.
Oh damn!
Wow, it's not often the DM gets asked to the one-on-one.
Wow.
Usually I'm the one that
I just, yeah.
make a guy feel special. Dude, I'm the one that does that.
Jesus.
Merinos, you want to see who's stronger? You said you were handy with a sword.
I'm handy. It doesn't mean I'm amazing, but of course we can go and do something if you'd like to pass the time.
Looks at Merinos.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, she has a dragon, Merinos.
Vaysiar will
but
not interfere if I do
are
not
you-
want him to.
Do you, as long as the dragon is not involved, I like one-on-ones. I do not like to be ganged up on most of the time.
Okay. Are we using our weapons or our fists?
I like my sword.
Alright, I will unsheath my greatsword.
As long as we don't actually kill each other.
Oh, obviously
do you
not.
want to do? I've always heard of these things. You say a word and then that means that you actually want it to something to stop. You know, what would be a good word?
Nyx would be a good word.
Yeah. Okay. I'll call out Nyx if it gets too far for me, and I hope you'll do the same. I do not want to hurt you that badly.
Oh, I won't be lethal.
I will try not to be either. Roll initiative. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Nyx, do I still have that on me?
Yes, it's lasts for an hour.
Okay.
Oh
Alrighty.
crap! We can't
Oh,
roll
no.
because the game is paused. 1 second. Let me pull out some physical die. 1 second.
Yep, I got my physical dice. Just let me know when we're
You
both
make your very
rolling.
pretty ones. Pretty.
Okay.
All my dice are pretty.
I'm
I put them in the chat.
doing acrobatics in my
Yeah, they're
room trying to
pretty.
get. They are pretty. I saw them in the chat. Very nice. Let me go and get my dice.
Yeah.
I could use my pink ones
I did not
also,
ex-
but those are plastic. And I like the weight.
Oh yeah, as you said, you
Person-
like the thump.
Yeah.
Person that turned out of a cat. What's your
Okay,
name?
Roll an initiative.
Yep.
My name is
Ah.
Kaelin.
You
Kaelin
think?
Galaanodel.
Did you think that was going to wallow for the rest of the night?
Merinos, a 20 plus 5 for 25.
What the crap is
Okay,
happening?
well I got
Oh, they're
I
rolling
got
initiative without you.
21
We're
Don't mind me.
sparring.
initiative.
Okay.
So
Why
you-
are we
you go
rolling
first.
initiative?
You're not.
We're sparring.
Because we're sparring. Yeah.
So
Okay, you go
Dane is back in the room, and none of you remember seeing him come in.
I'm
thought
busy with my
so you thought
opponent.
I was going to wallow in despair the rest of the night?
first.
And now that I hear all of this going on, I have a pretty high perception.
Does an
So-
18 hit you, Merinos?
It meets so it beats. Yeah, you got
Alrighty.
me.
It is 2d6.
Uh-oh.
Y'all are sparring with real weapons.
Oh,
Non-lethal
Lord.
damage.
In the middle of the
8
dining room.
And,
8 plus
we have a safe
5
word.
is... Yeah. So
I
that's
don't-
13 damage. Non-lethal.
I
How
don't
much
do
damage?
non-lethal damage
13?
at my table.
Okay, that's 13 lethal damage.
Okay. Let me roll for mine. 1 second.
Yep.
Does a 21 hit?
A 21 will hit.
Can I use magic in this world? Do I know if it's okay to use magic?
Not combat magic.
Definitely
We're having
not
a
in
friendly
place that we-
spar.
Yeah,
That's
this
true.
is
That's
friendly.
true. I
But-
think
but-
about it,
but
and I
hon-
say,
but honestly-
Wow.
good.
Because I hit you for 13 damage.
You're a paladin. Your magic is
But-
divine.
And then
Yeah,
that
but I
is
mean, I was
10.
gonna say
You get 10.
it's just y'all. So unless it's like
Yeah,
something
it's
thunderous,
10
probably won't
damage.
know.
10 damage? Okay, so Heavy Armor Master reduces that by 3, so 7. And then Warding Bond
Okay.
reduces it by another... Or halves it, so 3.
So-
Okay.
3. And then you see Nyx wince a little bit on the couch.
Alright.
Where's the safe word?
It's the name. It's Nyx. We decided.
Are you gonna say
Alrighty.
it yet,
Safe word is
Merinos?
actually Nyx. What?
Are you gonna say it yet, Merinos?
Oh yeah, your sword strike
No,
seems to
I'm
like
fine.
bounce off the chainmail a little bit.
Okay, you're good. Go out. Come at
That is
me.
a
bro.
that is a
Come
natural
again.
1, so I miss.
Oh, that's a natural one.
That's $1 for extra life.
It is.
Oh, that's
Remind me of that
awesome.
after this.
I got a natural one too.
Oh. And then I
Alright.
look and go, well, I'm
I
not
need
the
another
only
account.
one messing up tonight.
I
By
like
now,
the
I
idea.
don't
by
think
now
it is
the
Scotch.
drinks have started to take their effect, as well as the lethal
I-
damage that y'all are doing to each other.
And I like to imagine that it's like both of
Ooh,
us
but that's a
clashing our
natural
swords
20.
at the same time there. Oh no. Okay.
I'm whispering to Nyx now, be like, please, can we not let anybody die today?
Alright, go ahead.
I'm
roll.
sorry about this, Merinos. Alright, that is a 5 and a 1 with Great Weapon Master. I rerolled a 1. That's another 1, so it doesn't matter. So that's 6 damage plus double 5 and
Yeah,
6. 6
it's
plus
the-
a...
It's the max crit.
Oh, right, max crit. So 12 plus 6. Oh, it's just is it
Oh.
just max crit total? Like
The-
all my dice?
No,
So it's your
max
maximum
plus a roll.
damage plus your roll.
Okay,
plus
so
your modifier.
Plus your modifier.
12 plus 6 is 18. 18 plus 5 is 23.
Yeah, you just killed
You almost
Berna.
kill me. I am brutally wounded. I am unconscious. You almost killed me.
So as soon
That
as you
would be
go
non-lethal
down,
if that was allowed.
No, it's not lethal. It's not. I was just
Yeah.
messing with y'all.
So,
Oh, okay,
as,
dang.
as soon as you go down, Nyx just kind of like comes over to you and sits down and starts casting Prayer of Healing. 10
Yeah,
minutes go
so-
by, and the three of us.
can I narrate
gain-
my blow? Excuse you.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, so as I whiff, I'm just gonna spin around and, like, with the flat of the blade, just throw Merinos back against the wall or into a couch.
All the couch is better.
Okay.
The couch flips. It spills all the drinks on the stand. Everything's off onto the floor, and so is Merinos.
Oh,
Couch overturned.
Yeah. So yeah, Nyx gets down and starts muttering something under his breath, and about 10 minutes go by, and everybody in the room gains 23 health.
Oh, nice.
Holy crap.
Hey, that's
I only
really
need
great,
3 of that,
actually.
so that's nice.
How many
I'll
times
I'll
do
help
you do
Merinos
that a
back to
day,
his feet once he's up.
Question: would extra health make
Merinos
Weslie
did-
not so freaking tired?
Merinos feels more like I need to get stronger kind of a feeling, but yeah, that's it.
Hey, you hurt me. That's a rarity.
It happens. I typically
Certainly better than I could have done.
I typically pray to my father, and typically that helps me hit a bit harder most of the time. He really helps me.
Shops for steroids.
Oh, I'm-
D&D 5.
No.
I'm gonna hand Merinos and Kestrel a berry each.
Oh,
eat
thank
it.
you. That would bring me back to full health then.
Do you only
And
have
you don't-
24
and-
HP?
Berry of health.
And suddenly, where you
What?
were maybe a little bit hungry before, your hunger is satisfied. You're finally you feel full and content.
I'm just gonna look at one of the other berries and be like, shrug my shoulders and pop it in my mouth.
I go over to Kaelin. I'm like, do you happen to have a berry that makes you hungry? Because I was really looking forward to this food.
I thought he was already eaten. I apologize.
Yeah, y'all
thought we
have
already
already
did
eaten
eat.
dinner. Y'all have already eaten dinner.
Yeah, they're already
Oh,
eaten
we
dinner,
did?
so
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
it was
It was
the fish.
blackened fish and rice.
Oh, you're right. Okay, I'm sorry.
But what you did do was spill all the drinks, and now
Yeah.
we don't have
Good.
any more drinks.
Google search how to get swole 5.
Merinos, perhaps you should practice against Vaysiar sometime. He's a little bit weaker than me.
Practice against my
Merinos
pet.
is-
He's
Against
warrior
the dragon.
Merinos is visibly broken a little bit when he's sitting up.
Well, not anymore. I healed you.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're good.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Did you help my my psychological damage, my mental damage?
That
that
probably
can't be fixed.
So you hear footsteps coming up the stairs, and turning the corner is Sephiroth, and he looks
Oh, no.
at all of you and sees the overturned couch and
My sword is sheathed.
and goes, "So, did you drink too much or not enough?"
I think Merinos might need some extra drinks.
I'll have some brought up.
I would love some extra drinks.
I'm gonna pick up the
It's
couch.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna
help
set
Kaelin
up
clean
the
up.
reset
I'm
up the
gonna
couch.
try to pick up the couch. I might need help.
Just
I'll help you
Dane
with
will
that.
I'm gonna
I'll
help.
help.
okay. Just leave the mess. I will clean it up, and I'll bring some more drinks, and then perhaps you all are getting tired. Anyone would like to turn in?
I look over at Weslie and I go, "Well, he's the only one that's tired currently."
My mistress has provided most comfortable accommodations for her guests, and
It's like a parent wanting his toddlers to go to sleep because they're being reckless.
I'll be back with the drinks. And Sephiroth turns and walks back down the steps very quickly.
What is the current time?
Oh, it's probably midnight.
When I tell you that Merinos feels very guilty for making a huge mess, he starts like trying to clean it up. He's trying to clean it up. And
He
he's,
says,
what do I roll for cleaning up a mess? Mumbles, please.
I just had a
And a
very,
performance
very
check.
And as he does, you hear it puts the dishes in the wash or gets the hose again.
Is that why you're wet?
I just had a very vivid
okay.
image. I just had a very vivid image of Merinos just taking out like a broom pole, sticking it onto his head. His hair comes off, and he starts mopping.
It becomes a mop.
it
What
was a
do I roll
hairpiece.
for cleaning? Do I have to roll something for cleaning?
I you
I
know
want
what?
to know how
roll-
well I clean this.
Roll an investigation check.
An investigate. Oh, I'm so smart. Oh, that's my best ability. Oh my god, yes. A -1. It's a 1.
Wow.
Not that, but it's a 1.
So you're down on the floor trying to find all these glass pieces that have shattered and the various bits and bobs that you've knocked off the table. But glass is really hard to see in dim light, and all you really manage to do is sort of slice up your hands, and now your arms and the edge of your shirt is wet now too for the drink. And where you went to try and help, you've honestly just made it even worse. You can't even find all the stuff that was broken and on the floor.
And now there's
You've made it much
Merinos-
worse.
Merinos' guild is getting worse, so he's gonna continue to try to clean it up.
Did I
until he
mention it was
physically
white?
stops.
Did I mention it was white carpet and not Stain Master? Like this is a huge disaster at this point.
There are
So you
spells to
got,
get
you
rid
got,
of
you
it.
got whatever drinks hit the floor. You also got a little bit of your blood now. This is
Where's
that's a
prestidigitation
horrible
when you
thing.
need it?
I was just looking to see if I have it.
You don't.
With
You're
greater
druid.
with greater guilt, Merinos is trying to clean it up faster because he feels an innate need to clean this up because he feels so badly because it is his fault.
It's his fault for getting hit super hard with the
Well, whose
great
idea was it this far?
Why did I not get swole, bro? Why? Why?
Can I roll another investigation check?
Oh no!
I'm rolling again to see after I get more emotionally distressed. I rolled a 17. We did okay.
Okay, we did okay there.
Okay, you managed to you managed to find a lot of the glass and the knocked over glasses that were still whole. Some of the food you're able to get up, and for the most part where you have bled and had drink spilled on the carpet, you managed to push the couch over it and it looks pretty normal.
After this happens, I'm silently gonna go to my room and I'm not gonna talk to anyone.
Alright, who am I sending to their room next?
So what's going on?
I'm the sleepy time patrol. Everyone who's interacted with me has gone to sleep.
Oh, I love that.
Well, I'm back. So
Guess who's back? Back again.
no. I look at Nix and go, I don't know what that is, but
That
it's
wasn't
not gonna
Nix.
catch on.
You just walk out there and see Kestrel, go to sleep.
It's like a baseball swing, just right into Merinos' rib cage.
Ouch.
So sad. Well, now y'all know the level that your paladin is at, so
Yeah.
good luck to you.
Well, I didn't add any magic to it whatsoever.
Everybody
So-
stand
Which is
behind
definitely not what a paladin should do. You should definitely have magic.
Everybody stand
I
behind
know,
the
but I
lady
didn't
and her
wanna actually
dragon. That's your
hurt
best
him.
hope.
I mean, it
I
really
didn't
is.
want to hurt him.
So far, I don't
Yeah.
have high hopes for this.
So
mission.
we're gonna say another hour passes, and at this point, if you want to get a good head start on the next day and have a long rest, you're gonna need to start turning in.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going to sleep
yeah,
after
yeah,
this.
we're gonna
Yeah,
go to
going to
sleep.
Yeah,
I
Nyx
just wanted to know
follows.
if anybody was still gonna fight and make a mess.
No. Nyx follows Kestrel and the dragon.
Okay.
Did Weslie make it to his bed, or is he still sleeping wherever?
That's for the DM to decide.
Yeah.
No, that's for you. Where do you want to fall asleep at?
I figured I was gonna wait for someone to wake me up.
So okay,
Ain't
so
nobody
never
waking
Does
you
mind,
up.
anybody
that's
wake
why I
him
was
up?
asking. Dane goes over, wakes him up, and goes, "Hey, you're not gonna be drooling Owen in here. Come on, they actually got a bed. It's probably more comfy." So I literally grab him and just kind of lead him into wherever room is, and I just go, "Okay, you go in there. I'm not tucking you in,
We all
but
have that one friend.
and then you find your way into your bed. You have a good night, and kind of just shut the door." And
In my half sleepy state, I'm just thinking like, we barely know each other, man. Buy me a drink first.
I'm trying to be friendly here, not that friendly.
Got it. It just falls back on the bed.
I've already shut the door. I was, then I was just like, "Oh, shut the door."
Doesn't stop him from saying it.
Right.
Yeah.
My passive perception keeps going off, and I'm like, I keep hearing that.
If Wesley falls back on the bed and no one's around to hear it, does he still make a sound?
No.
Shall I roll a perception
Watch.
check?
Okay. So you are all turning in for the night. Is there any last minute thing someone would like to do before we y'all put in a long rest?
So I would like to do my long rest and then do something. Because
Okay.
my long rest is only 4 hours. But if anybody wants to do anything before a long rest.
No, I think that's it.
No.
Nyx just curls up at the foot of the bed, takes all the pillows.
It's okay. I sleep. My pillow is Vaysiar.
That's crazy. Your pillow is a dragon.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome.
It's
Okay.
pretty cool, not gonna lie.
So all of you turn in. It is a wonderful, incredible, amazing bed. It's the best bed you've ever slept in, for sure.
Oh,
It's the only bed I've ever slept in.
It's very relaxing. There's no, creaking floors or spooky noises in this giant house. It's a very relaxing sleep for you all.
Obviously, you haven't heard the dragon snore.
Well, except for Nyx, who hears the dragon snore. But that's your problem, not the house's.
I don't know if you could hear it through the walls.
Kaelin, what you want to do? Do you want to do here? Or do you want to do that in a one-on-one?
Let's do a one-on-one.
Cool. Everybody's asking me to one-on-one.
That everybody will be at least
Did you go buy me a
aware.
drink first?
I feel so special. Here, I'm
Y'all will still get to listen to my one-on-one.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello.
So we did a short rest, yes?
Yeah, you've done a short rest, and then you have completed a long rest now. So
Oh, that's true. I did complete a long rest as well.
Yeah. you've now completed your long rest. It's probably 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
The sun hasn't quite risen, but it's it is the morning hours now.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna grab my my brown cloak.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put it on. I am going to no. Can I do this before the long rest, but after a short rest?
That would require you sneaking out.
I was going to sneak out anyway.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
I'm transforming into a spider first.
Okay.
And I'm just going out the window.
Okay.
Also, how far is it to this place that I'm going to? Like, do I know where it is?
An hour there and an hour back.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'm gonna transform into a spider, climb down the wall, go there, drop off the letter, come back, spider again, back up the wall. That's my plan.
Okay, and you leave the letter that you sent me.
Yep.
Okay, cool. You feel confident that you've left it at the proper place as you know how to do, and that it will be gathered and received soon.
Okay, and then I will do a long rest. All right, so I don't need to roll anything then.
No, you're good.
Okay. Cool.
All right, we'll pop back in.
Cool.
Cat
on.
Hey,
hands
man.
up there.
What about a
Yo,
woman?
Can I join the Amen?
Sure.
We're back.
I don't know. Are you strong enough to
I
join
can't
the
wait.
Amen? Is there an initiation
Don't-
ritual?
You're right.
Me like that. Merinos has already been hurt so bad.
He really has.
Okay.
I mean, I
Really
can't say
put
I've
this
done
man
much better because I
emotionally.
mean I rolled a nat 1 with that disadvantage. Otherwise, it would have been a 26.
Yeah, there have
It
been
went from
3
the
nat
bottom
ones
of the
this session
spectrum
so
to
far.
the top to the bottom.
There have been 3 nat
So,
ones this session.
All right, so you all complete your long rest.
Awesome.
You wake up feeling refreshed and rejuvenated, and you, as you begin to rise out of your bed and open your doors and peek out there, the common area has been mostly put back together, and you can see that there is now a large sort of buffet table that has been set out in the common
color
room
is the
with
rug now?
different. Huh?
Did they change the rug?
No.
I don't think they would have changed it that
It's
fast.
So covered up by the couch.
it's actually a yellow rug, but I just figured white sounded better to make you feel guilty.
Who would put a white
Dude, that-
rug in a dining room?
Well, it's just a common room.
Nobles.
It's
Oh,
just a
okay.
common room.
Mumbles, with Merinos' history, you can't just do that. Please.
I'm the DM. I can do what I
Can't just-
want.
Yeah, you can TP chaos if
If
you
we're
want
being
to.
honest.
I'll walk up to Merinos as we both wake up. And I'll just say, "Are you feeling all right? I did hit you a little too hard."
No, it's fine. You hit me well enough, and it's okay.
So breakfast
I
is laid
signed
out
up
for you.
for a good fight with you. It's okay.
I did warn you.
I know you did. It was a fair fight, and
She spars
I
with a
accept-
dragon, for crying out loud.
He's a weak dragon,
I know.
and you know you are, Vaysiar. You'll get stronger.
Okay. Breakfast is laid out.
Nix eats all of it.
Okay.
No, not all of it.
They bring a
I'm gonna
second.
have to- I'm
They
gonna-
bring a second breakfast.
Ooh, we're
Second
hot.
breakfast? Are we hobbits?
Yeah. Before you people start consuming
No,
things,
second
I'm gonna have to
breakfast.
start like I'm gonna have to start like sneakily getting stuff in before everybody eats it all.
Yeah.
That's first breakfast. What about second breakfast?
Elevensies.
Yeah, we don't have any halflings in this.
Tea
party.
time!
Yeah, we do have halflings in here.
No, we don't.
We
So
don't.
Oh wait,
Tea
no,
time.
you all eat your breakfast, and you begin to hear shuffling down the stairs, where you can see it. Where if you walk down to the second floor, there's sort of an overhang, like an overlook, where you can see down into the main foyer area where you first entered the residence, and you hear that there's some shuffling. Well, it sounds like things are being brought in and out, and that's the first sounds that you hear this morning. Say, for the purposes here, somewhere around 10 a.m. by the time you're all done eating and everything. So a couple hours before your meeting with the lone surviving legionnaire from the Fallen Keep. So you're seeing people bring things in and out of the foyer. What would y'all like to do?
Is everyone good with the plan to leave after we talk to the man?
I'm ready whenever.
I feel okay.
Sounds
with
good to
this.
me. Oh,
Someone disagrees.
someone disagrees with that.
Unsheath my great sword.
Ugh.
Personally, I'm not a fan of the whole scalping side mission, but the main goal, I think I'm fine with. I'm ready to go.
Well, they won't
Whatever's
feel it
worth
because they'll
extra
be
gold.
dead.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, they deserve it.
I'm not so sure.
You
Oh,
will be. You will be.
really, bastards? Really?
Nix, can you roll an intimidation check?
Yeah,
I'm
you really
helping.
have a high. uh,
By the way, did I miss anything last night? What with all the zoning in and out? Because I thought I heard like a fight or something.
Oh, no,
yeah,
there was no
there
fight.
was a spar.
There were some bandits. We took care of them.
Okay, I got
Yeah,
like 3
don't worry
different
about
stories
it.
right there. But who cares?
What are these people shuffling in and out for exactly?
And are they zombies?
And, I would be able to detect zombies. Thank you.
Make a perception check.
Can
Everyone?
I also make one?
Yeah, go ahead,
Is
make
it
one.
everyone or?
No, just Kestrel.
Oh, what about me? Should I make one?
Yep,
I got
go
a
ahead.
plus 6 to
You make
perception.
one. Go ahead and you make one too.
I rolled a 4
A 4?
total.
I don't know. They
I
could be
rolled an
zombies.
11
From up here, they could be zombies.
with an 11. Okay, whatever.
Oh no, with an 11, they're just people.
Okay,
They
just
look
people
human.
probably
They look
doing
human, most
whatever
of
the
them.
job is.
A couple of them look have slider builds, maybe half elven. They're bringing like essentially crates in and then leaving with bags, like look like coin pouches.
This is this is a company after all, so I wouldn't be surprised how they're doing down there. Oh well.
Okay. So y'all are just gonna stand there and watch them load and unload things until it's time for your meeting.
I mean,
Yep.
you already ate breakfast, and
Okay.
Will they let me wander around if I have an escort?
Depends on where you want to wander to.
I just want to walk around, see what there is to see around the house. You can tell me if I'm going somewhere that I don't belong.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Yeah, I'll take a walk around the mansion.
Sure.
Nyx obviously follows.
So does Vaysiar.
Okay. The second floor that you're on, which is also where like the main part of the sort of the office that you were in last night is, you see there's another office exactly on the opposite end of the mansion from there. Very similar, except it doesn't have the upper level. Right? So it's just one story here. There seem to be a couple more guest chambers. Also, as you come to the far hall and you walk back, there's another hallway dead in the middle there where the overlook is. And it's a long hallway. And looking down that hallway is where they tell you that that is Grenia's personal bedroom. So her bedroom is here on the second floor.
Gotcha.
Down the long hall. Then, of course, up on the third floor is the guest rooms, the main bulk of the guest rooms, the common room, and then there is a door that leads to a stairway that leads up to the fourth floor, and the fourth floor is essentially just storage. storage, and it looks like there are a couple of sort of bedrolls laid out for servants if they're going to take a rest, could come up here and lay down for a little bit and be away from everything.
Can I tell what's being stored up here?
It looks like mostly just older furniture that hasn't yet,
Okay.
been necessarily thrown out, but there
So basic
it does
attic.
look right, but it does look like there are some like crates that are kept up here that are stamped with her insignia, which is her basically just stylized her initials.
Okay.
And so there's like a couple crates up here stamped with the company insignia. So like there are some supplies up here of some kind, but most of it is just stuff that doesn't have a room in the house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. I'm doing that for however long.
The first floor has a parlor, a medium-sized ballroom, and the kitchen is far back in the back. And there is a couple of washrooms, water closets. So basically, if you need to relieve yourself or wash yourself, that's done on the main floor.
Is there a chess set?
A chess set?
Yes.
In the parlor, there is.
I have a dragon chess set.
You do? Okay.
Mhm.
I have proficiency in it.
No. And then, of course, there's the large foyer. And then there is both like an area to eat in and then a large formal dining room that is set with a long wooden table. And from what you can tell, has at least 26 chairs. 12 on each side, 1 on each end.
Okay.
With some others placed around the room and not directly at the table. And it opens into the kitchen as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So you basically get the tour.
Yeah. That's what I was looking for.
And they have it's not Cephas who does it, but it's two others, Garius and Marcus, to be two servants who work in the estate. They lead you around. And then they walk you sort of around to the side in the ballroom and open up one of the windows there, and you look out, and there is a large hedge maze out, sort of in the back / side yard area of the estate. It is impeccably maintained and bright green.
Okay.
Is there anything else in the house you'd like to know?
No, I just wanted to know sort of what the house looked like.
Okay. While you're on the first floor, you kind of catch a glimpse of what they're bringing in and out, and what they're bringing in is rations, some full water skins, the health potions and medical supplies that you all requested are there and are set aside for you, along with some other stuff that looks like is for the estate itself. Foods for the kitchen, some stationery is brought, things of that nature.
Okay.
So this looks like a standard delivery to the estate, plus the supplies for you all.
Gotcha.
And you all can add those to your inventory whenever you'd like. There's 2 medical kits, so whoever, 2 of you figure out amongst yourselves who's going to take those, and then you each receive a health potion apiece.
Does anyone here have proficiency with wisdom? I mean, proficiency with medicine.
Yes, me.
No. Oh. Well, you
I
did
have a
ask
plus.
for
I have a
it,
plus
so.
4 in medicine.
I have a +4, but no, not proficiency.
Let me see
So.
if I actually am pretty high. Let me see.
I just have a high
I got
wisdom.
plus
So
0.
I also have +0.
Let's see, the DM has a...
I'll take both of them if nobody else
We should
use them.
definitely split them up. People can use them. You can
Yeah,
use a
just in case.
healer's kit without proficiency in
Oh,
medicine.
I'll take one.
Yes, but I have the healer feat.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
But
do
you
you
are-
even know how to use one? That's the question.
Of course he does. He has the healer feat.
well,
Yeah, like he has the healer feat, like that's pretty valuable in his hands.
it may be helpful if because
It's helpful if
I'm
we
thinking
split
of
them
a
up for
moment
now.
where Nyx is like in a situation where he's away from someone who needs it.
Yeah.
Splitting them
So,
up for now and then sending the unused one to Nyx when his is used up is probably a good idea.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And then everybody gets a healing potion.
Yes.
Mhm.
Let me go and put that in.
When I get back, I'll just tell everyone what was happening downstairs, and I'll say, "There's a hedge maze out back if you'd like to occupy your time that way, or there's dragon chest downstairs."
Ooh,
That was the wrong voice.
I would be interested in a game of dragon chess.
Was that Raid's voice?
Yeah, absolutely. If no one would join you, I can join you. It's a favorite where I'm from.
Where are you from, by the way?
North of the Waste.
I don't feel the need to actually play out the whole game because that'll take.
Yeah,
too
do you want to just roll like a skill check or something?
Well, that's basically what it is for this in 5e. It's head-to-head intelligence checks.
I have proficiency in dragon chess.
Me too.
Then you get to add your proficiency
Yeah.
bonus to your intelligence. So it's intelligence plus your proficiency. The first person to roll to get 3 successes wins.
Okay.
11.
17.
Okay.
18.
That's one.
I can't do math.
13.
15.
Natural 1.
18.
That's another $1 to extra life.
Okay. So it ends up being it's a good game at the start, as you both sort of are contesting each other's moves. There seems to be a good ebb and flow, but as time passes into the mid game and into the late game, Kaelin ultimately has the upper hand and seems to be quite good at dragon chess and takes the game.
Put me in a very good mood too. I reach out to shake her hand. Excellent game. Thank you.
Yeah, shake your head. There's a lot more strategy in there than I'm used to. I wouldn't mind learning a few of those moves.
Yeah, well, any time. I have my own set that I carry around with me. So while we're on the train, perhaps we could have a rematch.
Oh, absolutely.
Look at y'all. Dragon chess.
I am a noble. I figured that was the most noble looking gaming set.
So Cephras comes to find you all and asks which of you are going to be in the meeting with this legionnaire. The general has requested that no more than 3 of you be present in the room with this individual. So you need to pick 3 of you who are going to question him.
I'll bow out of this one right now.
I'm familiar with
I don't mind.
those
I don't
creatures.
mind being a part of this.
Okay, so Dane is 1.
I have familiarity with the creatures we're going up against, so I may be able to give a little bit more pressing questions if that's all right.
Kestrel is the 2nd.
I'll stay back with
Vaysiar.
Vaysiar. I'll get it right eventually.
Right.
Okay. Need one more.
I'll go if no one else does.
Okay.
I think Vic should go.
Oh.
I'm okay with that.
She's just like, huh? Fix
I'm
this
sure
like a
she'll,
risk. Vix has a charisma of 18. Vix should totally go.
Okay, yeah,
I have
totally.
a charisma of
We
16,
talk,
so
Yeah, that sounds like a
Uh,
good idea.
I've got a 14 in charisma.
Okay.
Got an 8.
So, Vix, would you like to go?
Sure.
Okay. So, Dane, Kestrel, and Vix, you all are brought into the office where all of you were last night. At noon, the Legionnaires brought in is a half elven man. Name is Brahm. He
the heart
introduces.
is the strongest muscle.
I thought he was a surfer dude.
He introduces himself as Braun, assistant to the Centurion, Legionnaire First Class. And he is sat down in the chair, and the door is closed, and the three of you may begin to ask him your questions. And actually, for this, we're gonna move to the one-on-one.
Aw.
Yeah, I'm gonna move all of you there.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, people.
Can I leave myself here if I take my headphones off?
Yes.
Okay. Just text me when it's time.
Okay. All right. So Brahm is sat down in the seat. He's sort of, he's sort of messing with his hands, fidgeting. He can't stop tapping one of his feet. He is dressed in his full Legionnaire uniform, along with his armor, minus a shield and his headpiece. And he sits there waiting for you all to ask him.
When did the attack occur?
It happened in the middle of the day. Most of us were just finishing up our lunch when the attack came. No one expected it.
It's very odd for them to attack right in the in the middle of the day. I would expect something. An attack like that would happen during the night.
We thought so too. We had heard that there were their raids were getting more frequent. So we doubled the guard shifts at night, just in case they came. They didn't. They came in the middle of the day.
So they came when your guard was the weakest.
I guess so. Yeah, because most of the guard were well, yeah. We had most of them on the wall in the evening. But then that would mean that they knew.
How long were you guys
How would they know
there?
we doubled the guard?
How long were you guys have been there, like at that particular camp?
Oh, I'd been at Fallen Keep I'd been stationed there almost 2 years. Never seen anything like this.
Estimate how many were there?
Enough to overrun us. 70,
notice-
80.
In the 2 years you've been there, have you noticed any changes in any of the people you knew, any of the guards that you know?
No, not really. We were a close bunch for the most part. When you get posted on the border of the waste, it's a long-term assignment. The pay is good while you're there. Double the usual rate. It sucks that you have to be away from your friends and your home and such, but the The coin is good. The coin is very good. But no, as assistant to the centurion, that tends to be my job, to notice how the other legionnaires are doing. I hadn't noticed anything different.
Were there any people who requested time off, or maybe their time ended just before the attack had begun? Maybe a couple days, a couple weeks.
Yes, my centurion. Primus Patilius. He left a week before. He said that he had been called away to the keep just north of us. Gosh, I can't remember the name, but the keep north of us apparently had been having trouble with goblins attacking their patrols, and so he said he got called away there.
Do you know that keep was also attacked after this?
I haven't heard when the keep was taken. I
assume
know,
if the news hasn't reached back here, then it hasn't been taken.
I mean, everyone was dying, and I took a horse and I ran. I should have stayed. I should have stayed and fought.
If you had stayed, we would not be getting information from you, and we'd be going in blind.
But I haven't heard anything about Peleus. I don't know if he's alive or dead.
Well, that's quite odd.
I wonder if anyone's heard from him.
That a centurion would go prior to an attack. Maybe it's just a coincidence.
Coincidence?
But
he may have been called away under false pretenses.
Perhaps. But that's quite odd.
You may not have seen, but there seemed to be a leader, someone the goblins and orcs looked to for direction.
Yes. Yes, it's an orc. He was, they were monstrous. They were huge, twice the size of any orc I've ever seen. Tall and thick, and the walls at the keep are at least 25 feet high. They scaled the wall without a rope. Just jumped and climbed and was there on the rampart.
Do I know of any orc war chief like this?
You do. You know that there is an orc war chief named Ulgon, who is particularly ambitious amongst orcs, where many orcs are content to simply
Ulgon?
Ulgon, yep.
Yeah.
Ulgan. Where most are content to simply raid each other or kill off the few adventurers that make the unwise decision to enter the waste. Ulgon has a penchant for pushing out to the borders of the waste and performing his raids there. It is rumored that Ulgon is 10 feet tall.
Okay.
A giant, even among orcs.
So, you said it was a week after he left that this happened.
That's right.
How long did it take before the keep was taken over?
I can answer that. Minutes.
Minutes. Yeah. It started and then everyone was dying and then it was over. I was on the horse. I was running.
Kestrel is scowling. I'm just gonna get up and walk out.
Was it something I said? Did I help?
I'm not too sure if you did, but whatever she's thinking about, I don't know if it's necessarily good or bad.
Are you going back to the keep?
We have a, well, shall we say, a obligation to
I'll
be
pop
there.
out of this chat.
Okay.
Does
Not
Vix
exactly.
recognize the general?
Which general? The general who brought the soldier here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do. General Quintus. He is basically the go-to general for anything that needs done in the city by the emperor. He's a top man.
But yes, we have seem to have an obligation to somewhere near that keep. But when we heard of the invasion, we've heard there was only one survivor. That's why we called to you.
Well, well, here, take this. And Brahm hands you a folded sort of letter, a couple pieces of paper held together. I wrote down everything I could remember. And the second page is a map that I drew. Just in my free time from my memory of being on patrol before we were all brought inside the walls. I hope it helps, and I hope you kill every last one of them.
Oh, don't worry. We'll try our best. Can't guarantee all of that, but I thank you for the information you've given us. I know you're still shooken up, but
Yes.
Yes, thank you
But-
for all the knowledge that you can give us.
You're welcome.
If there's any more, please don't hesitate to find us.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Thank you all for listening.
thank you.
And with that, Brahm stands up out of the seat and walks back to the set of double doors that leads to the office, where there he is. The general is standing there waiting, and he puts his hand on the young man's shoulder and leads him out of the estate and back down to the street.
Okay, so what does this letter entail?
The
I know it
letter
has
is basically everything that he just told you, like sort of, so you have something like you can remember it. In addition to a hand-drawn map of the keep and the surrounding area, from what he remembers from his patrols. Basically, he would go out on patrol and come back and would draw, would make a sketch of it to make a map.
Okay.
All right, we'll pop back over in a game night.
All right.
Okay. So the you all watch as the double doors to the study open, and there's the general waiting on the young man who was brought in to be questioned. And the general puts his hand on the young man's shoulder and leads him out the front door and back down onto the street to go back to where they came from. You all have your supplies. They've all been brought in. Sephiroth tells you that Grenia is already away into the city on business. She sends her regards and wish you all the best of luck. So, what would you like to do?
We're getting on a train.
Okay.
Yeah. I look at Kestrel and go, well, I can see you have resolve, and I'm not gonna fight that. Are we all on board for this?
I think so. I've got nothing
I
keeping
go
me
where
here right
Kestrel
now.
goes.
All right then.
Vaysiar is like doing the dog thing where he's trying to calm Kestrel down, but she keeps pushing his head away.
Mm.
I listened to that whole thing.
I put
Wow. You
Oh,
cheated.
you have a passive. Yeah, you have a passive perception, don't you?
Yes, for across the something.
I put notes down on what I asked in the notes thing, so I just tell everyone that.
Oh, are we done now?
I also have a letter that basically entailed what he did tell us, and also shows the map of the keep that.
Yeah. So you all now have basically a letter that's a recollection of everything that he told the three of you, as well as a hand-drawn map of the area around the keep where he used to go on patrol.
Cool.
So, yes.
I got kicked out of the game.
You should be able to log back in now.
So I guess everybody's decision is to hop aboard the train.
Yeah, I think that's the best option too.
Did everybody remember to add the healing potion?
Let me.
not yet.
What is the name on it on the in like the character sheet?
Potion of healing.
Yeah,
I
usually
saw
just- I
potion
usually
of
just search
healing
potion.
greater, but I didn't see a normal potion.
It's above it and not in a color. It's just black text. It blends in sometimes.
Okay.
And I grabbed the other healer's kit, Masters.
Word.
Okay, so you all are going to the train?
Yep.
So now that I think about it, do we have all of our equipment? Like all of our other stuff, like backpacks and extra weaponry, armor, and all?
Yeah, I mean, you'd have brought everything that you had been adventuring with you.
Ah.
So, yes, indeed.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the train station is easy to find. It is a steam-powered locomotive. Looks fairly nice from the outside. It is in the center part of the city, sort of in the vicinity of, but not necessarily very close to, where the Imperial Palace is, where the main barracks for the Imperial Legion, for the Legion that is garrisoned here is. There's some different rather large buildings and businesses in this area as well, and then there is the train station. So you all board, and I'll ask, are you going to where you are just going to sit, or would you like to go where you are going to eat first?
No.
Why did you giggle after you said that?
I guess we'll go to where he wants to eat because he may be
Merinos is going to
hungry.
try and find the kitchen. Who are we kidding?
I know, right?
Yeah, I want to
I-
find the kitchen.
No.
I actually specifically have a galley card just for like a little map for that. just because of that.
Oh, you love me. Oh, amazing.
I know. See,
I never
I-
knew a DM loved me this much.
I think of these things.
No,
I
thank
wish
you.
the DM looked at me the way he looks at Merinos.
Oh, no.
All right, so
Dragon in the dining car, dragon in the dining car.
Royalty too.
No, no.
the they look strangely at you with the dragon,
Not to worry,
And-
I have a permit.
right? And they look at the passes at which you were provided for your passes on the train, and the seal that is on them with Grinning Augusti's initials emblazoned on it, and very quickly open the doors as wide as they can to allow all of you to enter.
The seal of approval.
Does
No
the piece of
boy.
They
paper
give
say
you,
I
like-
can do what I want, and then it's just signed her initials?
It is basically you showed up how you are on something that needs done for Grinia, and no questions asked.
Excellent.
I like the idea of it saying, "Please note that little Timmy is bringing his dragon to school today, and
And-
he's excited."
There's a reason for that. As you enter through the dining car, but you can see where the doors are open on either end, where it would lead into other cars. It's still a rather long train with multiple cars attached, but as you look, there's no one else on the train but you all. And
Oh,
then what you
interesting.
can assume would be, of course, the people the actual conductor of the train, and a small bit of a few servants, a cook, whatever is needed to simply maintain your trip, since it is multiple days. But on that, there are no other passengers on the train except for you all. You are the lone passengers.
Private
Oh no,
shuttle.
you said something about cook.
I'm
So,
gonna find the chef.
so yes, so
I'm finding the chef.
the galley car is just behind the dining car that you're in, and there is currently someone there making a meal.
I can't move
The game, the game,
Dreams
is,
come true.
the game is paused because of your excitement. I prepared for this.
now.
Run the galley car.
I'm stuck with this stupid dragon in the way.
I'd like to
Oh,
grapple
no,
Merinos
stupid.
and throw him out the train.
So
Yeah.
you all are sat here for a moment. The doors are closed. Everything is checked, and the train slowly but surely begins to pull away and head out into the countryside around the Imperial City. It is a familiar sight for Vix as the train passes out beyond the city walls and into the farms and countryside around the familiar city, as you all begin to make your way towards
Making our way
the Rumelda Waste, specifically the Pox Dunes and the Fallen Keep, on a job for Grinia Augusti. And with that is where we will pick up next week.
Nice.
No.
Nice.
Nice.
Cooking moment next episode. Yeah.
I have the only kill
Part two.
in this game.
I suddenly
Wait,
regret
what?
all of the roleplay.
The only kill, but
must-
also many natural 20s. Natural ones, I mean.
I rolled one
Yeah.
natural 1 and 2 natural 20s.
I
Well,
did
2
roll
natural
the
1s, 2 natural
one.
20s. So honestly, this session was perfectly balanced.
Mm-hmm.
As all things
Perfect,
should be.
yeah.
Except for Merinos getting thrown over a couch. He unbalanced that.
Well,
That was fun.
I gotta admit, this felt like a much more complete first session than our
Thank you,
first
Jazz.
go around.
Yes.
I'm really
yeah.
Yeah.
looking forward to this. I mean, I was looking forward to it the first time, but now I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it felt It felt a lot different than the first time around, right? Like definitely.
Mm,
Yeah, because the first time around, didn't it take like a solid hour for you to get all of the hiccups?
Oh
off
yeah,
your-
well, yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, I had
And then-
technical
and then we
technical
were-
difficulties, and then one-on-ones to bring you all in,
Right.
Yeah.
which I will never do
We weren't
again
all
for as
together.
long as I live.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets annoying when you do it that way.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that is a storyteller that loved it, and then there's the other part of me that is a DM that realizes how stupid it was for me to do it that way.
Oh yeah.
cool.
So
Individual
I
session
wasn't gonna
zeros
say
would have been a
anything.
better way, but it was still a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I remember.
I mean, like I said, it was a good story that way, but just too much. This is much more cohesive. Much more cohesive.
Indeed.
So I just realized I'm the strongest in the group, like by far.
I mean, come on, y'all got to actually ask questions about the plan. Okay.
Yes,
everything.
exactly. We actually realized, hey, maybe we should ask
I'm
stuff.
still not
maybe
convinced
we
this is a
should...
good idea.
Oh god. Oh,
Like there
that's
was no mystery here on this one. And you also have an easy way out. If you get there and it looks terrible, y'all can just
back out.
scout
Oh,
some
no.
orcs
No,
and
no, no.
goblins and
No,
go
no,
back
no.
and collect your coin.
No. You threw that away when you dropped that name. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
That orc
no,
war chief is dying.
Oh,
What's-
that's why you're scared. Okay.
What was his name?
Now,
It's in the notes. Ulgan.
Who is
What?
this Ulgon?
Yeah, why is that bad?
So, let me throw this out at
Backstory
you.
thing.
In the spirit of our role play, which I am trying to keep the focus on a bit here so that we can really, feel invested in these characters that y'all have taken the time to make. When we come back, we're going to be doing some, I guess technically they're called campfire tales, but you're on a train, so
Oh,
please don't start
yeah.
a fire. So,
My dragon is ice, so I cannot start a fire.
I have a lot of fire spells.
I have a fire spell.
Don't start a fire.
I have the ability.
Says to
I
the
have
fire
the ability to
druid.
cast. Yeah, I have the ability to cast fairy fire.
Yeah,
So-
I'm a wild
Here's
fire
the thing:
druid.
if you start a fire, we'll just put Merinos on it.
I'm going to pick.
Hey, does
I'm gonna
Merinos
pick
have
it
resistance to burning?
Just be like, hey, can you do
Right
a
now,
hair roll?
Merinos,
Probably
put-
not. The answer is
Thank
Do an
you.
no.
override, put fire resistance in.
No, but
I
here's
am
the thing: either the
going-
fire goes out, or we get steamed Merinos for dinner.
Just the pinky though.
Oh, no.
Just make
I know.
his
Hey,
charisma
hey,
even
whoever gets the
lower.
pinky, that is like the fillet of the hand. Okay,
It's like the claw of a lobster. Everyone
you
wants
know,
it.
you
Yeah.
wrap that in bacon, like medium rare, like it's right there where
Oh
you
yeah.
want it.
I call dibs on the pinkies.
It's like it
no.
almost is like a chicken bone, I'm guessing.
Hey, listen, if it was delicious enough for a god, it's delicious enough for the rest of y'all. Okay,
Right.
y'all just deal with it.
Oh yeah.
True.
What was the old backstory that caused with the whole insanity
It
thing?
ties into my current backstory, so the answer is no.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It wasn't a yes or no
Um,
question.
So,
Poseidon ate your finger. That's one for this. That's one for the
so
biography.
real quick, 4 of you are going to be randomly chosen. So all of you need to come at least partially prepared for it. If you're
I'm
going to do
always
that, if you're
prepared.
just going to improv it, I don't care.
Oh yeah.
I'm always.
Four,
prepared.
4 of you are going to get selected. Maybe more if we have time. Like I don't want it to just I want character development, but there's other stuff to get to.
Yeah.
4 of you are going to get selected, and then the 4 of you are going to roll a d4. The result of that roll is going to tell you what kind of story you have to tell in character to the rest. To the rest of the group.
I'm gonna
Mm.
improv it all.
You can roll a d4, or you can pick one.
What are the
Doesn't
four
matter.
Probably gonna
options?
improv all
Right.
of
You
What are the
have
4 options?
so you have it's like drawing from like a deck of cards. So hearts is for a love story. Diamonds is for a story of personal victory. Clubs is for a tragedy. And then spades is a personal tale of loss or defeat. So you all can pick one or roll a d4 and it'll be random, but at least 4 of you are going to sort of sit in this passenger car as you are passing the time as you go on and tell a story in character to the group. So come prepared for that. That's going to be something that if we end up more than like a day worth of traveling, this will be something that will come up until we're to the point where you all are sufficiently in character enough with each other that I don't have to poke you all to tell story. Right? But this is the poke.
I'm gonna improv it.
Ow,
anyway.
why'd
It's
you
gonna be
jab me?
Wonderful.
And hey, here's the thing about these stories, and I'll tell you now: you can improv them. You don't have to come with something prepared, and they don't have to be true. They can be. They don't actually have to be from your backstory. They can be complete BS. Does not matter to
It's a
me.
campfire story.
I have really good. I have a +2 in persuasion.
I have a +5.
And here's the deal about this. Because they can be lies, I will allow, if you think it is a lie, to have someone insight check the story. However, only one of you can insight check each story. So I will only let one of you roll to see.
I have a +6.
I have a
So-
-2.
To insight, you're a cleric.
No, not to insight.
The condition of the roll is that if you find out
Insight's
that
a
it's a
+6.
lie, I mean, I would prefer for you not to do it to tell the rest of the party. That kind of defeats the purpose of it. Right? This is supposed to be something to build your characters, but also the reason why I'm only allowing one of you to roll is it gives you something to bring up talking to that person. Right? Then that's a moment for 2 of your characters together to sort through.
Yeah, like when I
Okay.
threw Merinos over a couch. He's gonna have
Right.
to sort through his feelings after that.
Wait a
Rude.
minute. What if they tell a story that they think is true, and then someone insight checks it and they get that it's a lie?
They wouldn't get that. They would get that it's the truth because the
Yeah.
person.
I mean, if the
telling it
person
believes it.
believes it's
Person
true, then
believes
it's true.
That's why
Yeah,
Circle
yeah.
of Truth is a good spell, but it can be fooled. As long as the
Right.
person saying it believes it's true to them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I get that.
thank y'all so much. Cannot thank y'all enough
Thank you.
for
Thank you, buddy.
sticking it out this week with me. I think this is going to be fantastic.
I think this is going to be a much better team than the last one.
I am Big Tank Girl.
you are tank
You really
girl.
are.
I took
Actually, what-
3 damage and I threw someone over a couch. And that's without my dragon.
I'm not necessarily as tanky. I have an AC of 16, but I have a very good proficiency in dodging as much as you do.
I mean, I've got an AC of 16. If I take damage from non-magical weapons, I reduce it by 3.
There you go.
Micro, what is your subclass? Like you're still at level 1 on the sheet.
Oh yeah, it's a homebrew class called the Dragon Knight.
Yeah, ignore
Oh.
his or her character sheet on D&D Beyond because it can't be done on D&D Beyond.
Oh, I see.
If you want, I can post the current thing in the Discord.
Yeah, that'd be cool
um,
to check out.
I'll do that.
Okay.
And
well,
I'll
thank you.
delete it and update it every week.
I'm gonna
Okay.
head off to finally eat some dinner and
We
say hi to
definitely
them.
won't be in Star Wars like right after this. I guarantee you.
I've been waiting on Jazz this entire session.
He's been patiently watching the session that we're currently in.
Hey, speaking of which, if you're interested in playing a Star Wars play-by-post, I have 2 spots open in the B group that starts next Monday.
Link in the description.
Would love
Next
to have
Tuesday. Starts
you.
next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Next Tuesday. So you have time. I'm loving doing helping
I don't
with
have
character
time.
stuff.
I wish I had time. You
And
know
If you're
me.
interested,
if you're watching
or
this,
if you know someone that's interested.
and if you're watching this later, that is Tuesday the 11th, which is my brother's birthday and has nothing to do with this. It's just good for me to
Well,
remember.
tell your brother
There's
happy
a
early birthday.
there's a lady in
Oh,
my
happy
ear that
birthday,
keeps
Grumps.
telling me that the battery is low, so if I drop out, that's why.
Well,
Low voltage.
I put
I'm out
Kestrel's
of here.
character sheet.
I'll be
Want to check it out.
I'll be posting the Star Wars game as soon as y'all are.
She is strong, and by strong I mean she has 20 strength.
That's
very,
very
Merinos, there was no chance that you were beating her. Is what I'm saying.
Especially not
Think
after
about it,
I
Wording
awarded.
bond.
Think about
Yeah.
it. I didn't add any magic to it, so it.
I had
you guys
resistance
just-
to
it wasn't
everything.
You, what resistance do you have?
With warding bond, I have
by the
resistance
way,
to
bye,
everything.
Monkey's
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
say goodbye to
Say goodbye, chat.
to stream. So good night, everybody.
Bye.
I'm gonna head
Good
up.
night.
I'm
Yeah.
Oh, this was a crazy stream. This right here, crazy stream. We had, let's see, 10, 12, 13, 14. Nope, sorry. $27 for Extra Life, which brings us to a grand total of. That button doesn't work. Let's try this one. That button doesn't work either. Why don't those buttons work? Stream Deck? Hello? Oh, they both work. They were just slow. Brings us to $42 for the year. Guys, it's the 8th. And we're up to $42. Our goal is 5,000 this year. So we have a ways to go, but we're off to a fantastic start. So thank you for those donations. Y'all are amazing. We, as always, I have a rule here where we will always do a raid. Add pop-ups into D&D scenes. I can't put my schedule up or anything. But we'll be back Monday morning. What time? 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. GMT. Playing some Minecraft with Ninja Wolf, probably. That's generally what we do on the Mondays. Speaking of Ninja Wolf, he is just starting a D&D campaign today. So, if you guys will copy this raid call here, and you would join me in a raid on Mr. the Ninja Wolf. He's not family friendly. I assume the campaign will not be family friendly, but he is awesome. I know he's got him and Human Gannonbomb, HGB. We just call him HGB. And I don't know who else is going to be in there, but I hope you guys had a blast. I had a blast. This was a super fun campaign that we're starting up now, and more to come as we go on. Tuesday nights and Friday nights for me, Eastern time, we do Dungeons and Dragons, and 5 days a week we do something else, usually Minecraft, potentially American Truck Simulator, as I seem to be playing a lot of that lately. But thank you all for hanging out, and I will see you all later. Please come join me for a Jungle Fam D&D raid and throw /me in front of it because it makes it better. Bye, everybody.